This video contains strong language not suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. This is the internet, Kendrick. Now we have to edit shit.
So, welcome back, everybody, to 5% Chance of Disaster. We're all here, coronavirus free.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
Josh
Luckily-
works in a hospital with a coronavirus person.
No. There was not a confirmed case.
Oh.
Anyway, the nice thing about playing D&D online is that it doesn't matter. We can all be friends.
Except me. I don't want to.
None of you fuckers none of you fuckers can contaminate me, and that's what matters.
I can try really hard.
True. Anyway, so quick recap, because we lost Josh about halfway through last week's episode. Basically, last week was a lot of research, a lot of personal and hardware development, and y'all have a bunch of shiny new gear. Maury is now wielding the one and only equalizer made by one dwarven gnomish artificer for another gnomish artificer, because don't let them pick on you just because you're tiny. So you have the literal big gun. Ronan, after much work, has created his hook blade and hook chain. He's very excited. I hope.
Roadhog.
Kind of, yeah. He's a little. I'm not giving him any. I'm not gonna give him an alt. Thalia did a lot of legwork learning about Fear and X and King Ragarin and the general mystery surrounding Durganvor. You also had a run-in with you had an encounter. The stranger, who, after doing a quick dip into the bagpipe-filled corners of your mind, learned a lot of information about Modrons, and in exchange gave you a ring of protection that you then gave to Ronan. Thrall and Lami are both members of the Shields of the Saint, and we're walking around getting sort of oriented and learning more about the order. And Maury went on a shopping trip for some gear for Frank, and also some nice things for the rest of the group. Robbie's been spending a lot of his time in the religious portion of Scholar's Walk, learning about as many religions as he can. So as he came back to the Twist and Shout, he just kept coming back with pamphlets and like different religious insignia on him, just night after night after night.
I think they call those Pammies. Pretty sure.
No, they don't.
No, I don't think they do.
No, they don't. They call them many things, but nothing like that.
Was he still making sure we had beer every morning?
Yes, every time. Yeah, who's the jolly Santa boy in the back?
Probably my roommate.
Quick, get a weighted blanket and hang it over your door.
I can't close my closet.
Or just smother him.
Yeah. We do not condone violence here amongst...
Yeah, smothering is not violent, especially if they're asleep.
Wait,
You're gonna kill somebody.
Was in your closet, Kendrick?
The cat's in the closet.
Hey, why is he in
With a
your
silver
closet,
spoon.
Kendrick?
Like, I can't close my closet. What?
That's what he said.
Yep.
I think the cat's in the closet?
Yes.
And the silver spoon. Little boy blowing the man on the moon.
Hey, we're back in high school doing drumline, and I hate it. And I hate myself.
You know. Rest in peace, all the drum lines.
Yeah. All right. Good job, coronavirus.
Pour one out for the drum
Did they
lines.
cancel Wildwood yet?
Nope. That one's hanging in there strong.
Give
Except-
it 48 hours.
Yeah, 72.
I don't think so. It's in
Anyway.
New Jersey, so they're all gonna die anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean-
we can only hope. Anyway, so, where was I? Maury's got gear. Everyone. This was a long 2 weeks of information gathering, and every night when you came back, Robbie made sure there were beers at the table for all of you. The bigger reveal towards the end. Lythar spent some time finding his center, learning about his acorn, the riddle of the acorn, And finally, after a lot of process and speaking with a couple of tree spirits in the Elderwood, discovered the names of his parents that he had never known, and spoke his parents' names under a new moon, where water and wood met, and earned his lineage in the form of a full-sized, glowy, luminescent wolf with piercing yellow eyes.
Big girl.
Big girl. What's her name?
I am going to name her Korra. No, not just like Avatar. I saw that on the list and I was like, that's a pretty name. Avatar. But I was like, that's still a cool name. So
Also, Korra is a badass. So
yes.
It is
Got
the
it.
infamous Omens History Month. If any of you saw Zach's Snapchat, the W was covered up by a book, so it said it's History Month. It's an inside joke, but now
What?
sure.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Yep.
Anyway, so
drink
we'll
my
pick up.
juice.
We'll pick up. It's fairly late in the evening. And you guys are up at the Twist and Shout. When the door opens.
I hate doors.
No, Rowan
Um,
hates doors. He can't tell if they're locked or not.
So the door swings open. Oh, good throwback to the first time we met Ronan. So the door swings open, and Lythar is standing. Lythar is walks in the door, and is trailed by a enormous wolf. It's probably 4 feet high at the shoulder. Yeah, 3.5. Definitely like Maury, this thing is eye level with you.
I throw my cup at it.
Can I roll to catch the cup before it hits her?
Chris, give me a ranged weapon. Give me just like an improvised weapon attack. So roll strength.
It was
I
a
knew he was gonna
13
be
plus
With-
9.
No,
No, that's a
not
saving
plus
throw.
9.
I knew he was going to be a
Plus
It'll be-
5 for strength.
I knew
Okay.
you
So
were gonna be a
17?
cock-ass.
No, 18.
Why do you gotta
18.
try to take this away from me?
Uh,
I didn't throw a spear at the thing. I threw a cup at it.
Kendrick, if you can make
It's gonna catch it like a Pokeball.
give me a dex save. The wolf is also going to make a dex save.
So let's see. Saving throws +8. Get fucked, Chris.
Rolls a 2.
Honestly,
You do have inspiration. Just as a reminder.
so I got a 14, and then roll d20 for the wolf. And
So
it's-
I rolled for the actually, do you want to roll for the wolf or I can roll for the wolf, whichever is easier.
I'll just do it. I just need the.
Okay.
And is it for? I don't know if we talked about saves.
It will add your bonus for that.
My proficiency bonus.
plus
Correct.
8
So
again?
if she has +2, that means it's 7 because of my. Or no, I mean 5 because of my
Plus 5
proficiency.
because of your proficiency bonus.
So she also got a 14.
Smack that
Okay.
wolf in the face with
Do
a
you
cup.
do you want to take the hit for the wolf, or
Yeah!
do you want to like step into the way of the cup, or
Yeah, I'll stay in the way of the cup.
okay?
Have Maury put on one of those things so it comes back to your hand.
So this Rodin, you see this wolf come in and you're like, and you throw your mug at it, and Lythar just steps in the way,
Trying to catch it.
and it conks you right in the head. Chris, give me roll a d4 for your damage, please.
You bastard.
Oh, it's a pyramid boy. Beware of the Goa'uld. It was a 3.
All right, so you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. King of Pan.
Like, for real?
Yeah, he's a Goliath. He just kind of panicked through.
Is that what it was?
Wolf!
Was it like a, what the hell? Or was
He's
it
like,
just
"Ah, whack!"
Is that how that was for you, Ronan? A panic throw? Like
The
actually,
in
like,
in the
rise
middle
up
of this, I open my mouth mid throw and just beer is just pouring out of my mouth, and I go, "Hooah!" Just whip it at you while we're at the wolf.
My head hurts.
Okay.
I'm like, wolf.
Are you like hammered or something?
I don't know. Sure.
Oh, great.
Chris, give me a con save to see how drunk you are.
That is a 9 plus 7, so 6,
You're not
7,
that drunk.
18. I can do math.
16.
16, yeah.
You're not that drunk
Okay, I'm just
because
dumb.
you're a big dude. You're just like, it's a panic reaction. You are just dumb as well.
I can read though, and that's what's important.
So the wolf like drops into a low crouch, and the hackles come up, and there is a low growl that's sort of, it's louder than it should be in this space, and it actually starts. It's currently, it looks like just a normal wolf that's just a little brighter than usual. It actually starts to like glow, and wisps of what look like mist start to like sift off the back of it.
It's a smelly wolf. Someone gonna do anything, or am I gonna do more stuff?
I feel like it's probably looking at you since you just tried to hit it.
This wolf is staring you in the face.
Do you want to like jump in and be like, Ronan, no, don't, or do you want me to like pick up and throw a chair at it now? Because that's the next thing I'm gonna do.
Are you? I was
Yeah, there's a wolf in the building. I don't know what it is.
I'm just gonna watch and drink.
So I'm not even gonna. I'm
There's
just
a
gonna like.
horse
I pick up
in
a
the
chair.
hospital.
I will start to.
I was gonna.
Stop.
I'm just gonna
Pick
go,
up a
Ronan.
chair.
I'm gonna look at Ronan and go, Ronan, stop, put it down. And then I'm not even gonna wait for him to respond. I'm gonna like kneel down and like start petting her and be like, yo, like it's fine, calm down.
The
Put the
glow
chair on the table.
as you're petting Cora, the glow starts to dissipate, but the hackles are still up, and she settles into like back up off of her not which like she's ready to pounce, but her hackles are still up, and she's definitely throwing an eye at Ronan, keeping an eye on him.
I've made an enemy for life. Cora will remember this.
And
I had to Google what hackles were.
You know what hackles are?
No.
the Beastmaster, everybody. We'll get there. Do you know what a wolf is? Do we need to cover that, or are we good?
It goes, ow.
Oh,
I don't think they sound like that. But
He's not wrong. I'll give him that. He's not wrong.
All right. So does anybody kind of like shit themselves that I'm literally petting a giant wolf that it's like not killing me?
No, I've seen weirder.
No.
I feel like
No.
I've sufficiently done my duty.
Robbie, from the side of the room, from where he's sitting at the table with all of you, kind of stands up and walks over to you, Lythar, with a mug, and he goes, "Hello," and hands out the mug to you.
Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate it.
He goes,
Thank you.
"Is this yours? Is this your animal?"
Yes, this is my animal. Don't worry, she's safe. She will not attack any of you, unless I tell her to, of course.
And kind of looks down, looks up. Why does she glow?
Robbie asking
Does
the hard
Lythar even like know how? Like, obviously, I know she glows. Do I know why or like how this is working? Or
Give me. Give me a nature or arcana check. Whichever is better.
nature? Because I really don't want to just be like, well, I busted that nut and there was a wolf.
It's a magic nut dog. I repped
Whenever you
that
figure this
three
That's
out,
the name
I
of
was
my-
gonna say
That's
something.
my punk band.
I got a 14.
It kind of fits in with the riddle, with kind of everything. This thing is clearly like a it's more than just a regular wolf. There was a whole lot of emphasis on the moon in your family's lineage. This is part of your legacy, and it has some kind of connection with the moon and lunar magic.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of look down at her and look back up, and I'm just gonna be like, well, solved that whole acorn thing.
So the dog came from the acorn.
Oh,
Uh,
you solved your nut problem, correct?
Does she like cherries?
Ooh, does she?
there's so much going on.
Does she enjoy cherries?
I'm very overwhelmed because my charisma sucks. So I'm gonna definitely be a little frazzled. I'll be like, no, cherries didn't come out of the acorn, but I did what the riddle said. I found out my lineage. My family name has a lot to do with the moon. Go figure. And
What's your
she
family
is-
name?
Well, I knew my last name. I just didn't know their first names. I have a last name.
Oh,
What
Maybe
is your last name?
I'll tell you my parents' name sometime when you're not throwing things at my wolf.
you brought a
So she likes
creature
cherries.
into a building where if you're going to keep this around, you're going to have to be used to this when you walk into buildings. You're going to have to walk in and be like, all right, everybody, I have a big wolf. It's coming in. It's cool. Don't worry. Otherwise, you'll
that's
have
why-
more than
He's
cups
got a
flying
point.
at ya.
That's why I have you, Ronan. You're my big buddy. You're gonna walk in and you're gonna mess anybody up, right?
Maybe. Depends on how big the things are that they throw at you.
Medium sized.
I think you. I forgot what Ronan sounds like. This is an issue.
Welcome to my entire life as a DM. I have notes on character voices. I can't read them
This one sounds like squiggle squiggle line line.
because I'm saying it as I'm writing it down as I'm looking at the camera and like acting. But so Robbie is still kind of standing in front, kind of leans over and reaches out his hand to pat Cora sort of on the head. It's a very slow, controlled movement. And Cora just kind of like looks at him kind of strangely because he doesn't smell like a person.
Yeah.
He looks like a person. He smells vaguely like dirt and sewer and leather trench coat. And he reaches down and it's not the gentlest pat. It's not like the smoothing back behind the ears. It's not a good pet. But it's very much just like a pat.
Pat,
It's
pat,
like-
good doggy.
Good evening.
He's just like pat. And then he goes, and he's good dog. He stands up and turns and turns back and goes, I will return soon, friends. I have a meeting to go to. I will see you in the morning.
Where? Where do you have a meeting at this hour?
It is with a group called The Returned.
I'm gonna look up real confused and go, what time is it?
Go back to your beer.
The returned.
Yes, ma'am.
Returned from what?
They told me not to tell anyone that this was a secret meeting. I
Seems
promise I will
smart.
return in the morning. You have my word.
Can you at least give us a general location to find you? You know, in case you get like shanked or something, we have to come find you in the morning.
Shanked.
It's where they take a sharpened thing and poke you with it.
Poke me where?
Anyway,
Basically, they stab you.
yeah.
I have I can be stabbed.
Anyway, where
That's fine.
where are you heading?
If they told me not to tell anyone, I will be safe. I promise. I will return to my friends.
Can you give us like
Thrall,
a
use your ring and
friend's
see
phone
if he's
numbers?
lying. Oh wait, you can't lie. Never mind. It's not that you can
You-
tell when people are lying.
No, he can.
Oh,
But you don't know that.
Yeah, you bitch. Just
I was
kidding. I'm
more
the one
saying-
that
That
said
is
something about
that is
phone
meta
numbers.
information.
You also don't know that I have a ring that's of truth
that wasn't
telling.
me. That wasn't me saying it out loud as Lythar. That was
Gotcha.
me in real life.
That's
saying,
that's Kendrick being like, "Don't you have a
That's-
cool thing?"
yeah. It's Kendrick saying, "Look up at the camera and do your thing."
I'm listening.
Listen.
Hey,
Um,
listen.
so is he telling the truth?
Yeah, he's going to this meeting. They told it like everything he said has been truthful. Especially the "don't worry about me." Like there's a very strong sense of like, I'll be fine.
I'm just gonna tell the group I believe he's telling the truth.
They did not say I could tell you where it is not happening.
I like the way you're thinking.
This is not going to turn out the way that I think he's thinking. Where are you
What do
not
we-
meeting them, Robbie?
What do we think he's thinking?
I want to hear this. I have a good feeling.
He stops and kind of looks into like that middle distance as he's thinking. I am not meeting them in the nice part of it. Is that the phrase? Yes.
Yeah.
That is a phrase.
I promise. I will be fine. Now I must get going or I will be late. And he looks and just does a quick look around the room and goes, "Good night," and turns and walks out the front door.
Good luck, buddy.
How close to Lythar am I?
Lythar, have you walked from the doorway yet? You're definitely within cup throwing distance, I'll tell you that much.
So like 60 feet?
I would say I haven't really moved because I got berated with questions, and then Robbie came up to me.
Hmm.
So I would say
You're still like in the doorway.
I mean, like we walked in from the door, but like I'm not like at the table or anything, or like.
So yeah, I'd say like you're like 10, 15 feet away.
I'm going to walk up to Lythar and give him a little elbow in the side and go, "He's going to see the Cherry Fairy." Then walk away.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna look down at Cora and be like, I don't need no Cherry Fairy anymore. I don't need to worry about the Zaycord.
So she does like. Gotcha.
I'm just gonna look at Thrall and be like, I haven't tried yet. This just happened like not long ago. This took a long time. My head hurts a lot actually.
Adam, one of the older members of the Adam family that you've met, comes out from behind the bar. And he's got like a plate of
That was so close to being in unison. Wow.
he's got a plate of what looks like meat, and a bowl with water in it. And he's like, "Good evening, Master Lythar. I've brought some food for your companion here. I hope that's all right. I can go get some cherries if you want to test that cherry theory. They're not bad for dogs as far as I know, but I'm not sure about wolves or moon wolves or whatever your companion is. I'm not sure how cherries work with her, but I can get some if you'd like."
I'm just gonna be like, I appreciate food and water so much. I also hope that it is no problem that she is in here.
Oh, no trouble. She's
I know I didn't really ask. I apologize about that.
not a problem. All are welcome here at the Twist and Shout.
Also about the cherries. I mean, If she doesn't eat them, I'll eat them. So
Mm.
no.
Excellent. Well, I'll get them in a plate and I'll let you feed them to her. We'll just so you don't have to eat the ones that she's licked. I don't know how comfortable you two are yet. And he's going to put the food down in front of her at a fairly safe distance and then back away, very low to the very submissive kind of posture. And yeah, very like not a problem. It looks like he's done this a time or 300 before. He puts out some food. So is there anything you guys want to do?
I'm gonna plop
we-
my little butt on the ground in front of Lythar's doggo and be like, "So this came from the acorn, or
Give
you
me-
found it near the acorn?"
So real quick, give me an animal handling check with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because I hit Lythar in the cup. In the cup?
And she's eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad timing.
That is a 12. She
Uh,
bites my
alright.
face off. Is she eating the cherry? Oh yeah, because he brought her.
She's
something,
eating like a
and
plate
then
of
he's
meat
going
and
to
has
get
like,
cherries. Okay. Yeah.
what,
I did
what
not.
Did you roll?
I did 13, 12? 12 or 13. I don't remember.
13.
13.
She's very leery of you. Like she turns her entire body turns so she can eat and keep an eye on you. And she's there every once in a while between mouthfuls there's like a little bit of a growl, but she's definitely just like
I'll take a scoot back while I'm berating Lythar with questions.
Just a scoot.
just a scoot.
Just a
She
scoot.
the growling minimizes. She does not take her eye off you.
So
Does
I
nobody
thought
think
this
it's a good idea that we follow Robbie?
is probably.
I was considering it. I just
Who's the sneakiest one?
I'm quite sneaky myself. You just don't look
Mommy,
at
that
me.
was-
sit down.
Can't
You're
see
not
me.
leaving.
Can't see me at
Mommy,
all.
You're not leaving. Sit down and drink.
That
I'm-
was Thrall interrupting.
The berating.
I'm pretty sure Lythar here or Thalia would be the sneak. Actually, Maury, you're probably pretty sneaky. Are you in full plate now? I know you bought it. I don't know what you did with it. Well, you bought plates, not full plate.
I outfitted Frank with a plate.
Ah.
So is Frank up and running again now?
Oh yeah, he's hanging.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
weeks.
yeah.
2 weeks of putting it back
Yeah,
together.
he's
Frank
fine.
is now loaded.
Can we call
Frank's
him
back
Frank
in the gang.
2.0 from now on?
Frank Point Oh.
Frank
Frank
2.0.
2.0.
I certainly am not that sneaky.
I am
quite
also
large.
not sneaky at all.
So I'm pretty sure Lythar is the sneakiest here.
I mean,
I'm telling
Maybe.
you, just
Do you
Thalia
guys
is a
really-
bard, so
don't-
she's good at everything.
don't
I have
look at me,
invisibility.
and you can't see me. It works great.
It's
As your white
Mystery-
balance
mystery man.
blasts your camera, and you are the pastiest human.
Do
Mystery man.
I know what the range of Thalia's message spells are?
That's a Thalia question. Thalia, have you used?
She used message
you-
with me in at least
I
one
have.
of these. And the thing when she
Yeah.
was down at the door and we were up getting my big javelin, she was like, "Hey, shit's going down. Come save me." Not quite like that, but in that general area.
I mean, it depends on which spell I'm casting.
Well, I was just thinking that you could go invisible and follow Robbie, who is now probably long gone, so you would have to find
Yeah.
Robbie. And then if something goes down, you could send a message to one of us with your thinky thing. I don't know how it works. Do you play music and then... I don't know. But then you send us a message telling us where you are, and then we'll come help. Also, will message wake someone up if they are sleeping?
That's a great question. Let me check. I mean, it also depends on which spell I'm casting.
Bless you, Josh. Bless you. Can't even hear you, and I know you're sneezing.
Yeah, your boy's got the sniffles.
Ya boy.
Coronavirus.
Yep, coronavirus.
It's the bird flu. Caw,
Remember
caw.
swine flu?
Welcome back to what, 2008?
Yeah, something like that. Oh.
This is the bat flu.
On top of the coronavirus, China is now experiencing the bird flu in chickens. That's good. That's not good. That was sarcasm.
Do you know what
Cockadoodle
Do you know what Thailand has right now? In one town.
No. Toilet paper.
There's a town in Thailand where people vacation to intentionally like feed the monkeys and stuff.
Mhm.
People are not
Monkey
vacationing there
gangs.
right now.
Mhm.
So these monkeys are roving through the streets and assaulting people with food and stealing it from them.
Oh my god.
Monkey gangs.
That's
Get your filthy
that's
paws
actually
off
awesome.
me, you damn dirty apes.
Is
that
Robbie
from?
still wearing? What was he wearing? The duster?
Correct.
Can I cast locate
Ooh.
object on that?
Ooh. Oh, this is so cool. I'm excited.
Object within 1,000 feet. Yes. Yes, I would buy that.
Spoiler alert, he's just standing outside the front door. He hasn't moved. He just walked outside and stood there.
He's like, I was waiting for you guys to come.
That'd be creepy.
Seen it up close at least 30 feet at least once. Yeah, so you would be able to absolutely do that to the duster. So if you want to,
Yeah.
so you fiddle around a little bit on your instrument, and you feel it off to the northeast, and then it fades. It kind of fades out, which when you've cast it previously, you know that means it's outside of that range because it's been a little bit. Also, 1,000 feet is not a ton of space.
No, it's not. Do you guys want me to follow him? I mean, I don't know how well I can do, but
I mean, he's a robot that we found in a hole. He seems rather fortuitous. But
I'll go
if
with you guys,
if we feel as a group that he may need help, should follow. Or someone follow. I'm bad at follow.
I'm quite.
I'm not
distracted.
worried about the help.
Cora's got a
I'm
good
worried
nose.
about what it is.
can I activate the control find and see if there's anything for the returners?
The
Thalia,
return.
Control F.
Give me. Is this your personal database, or are you looking for like just?
I
Kind of
mean-
whatever?
Don't
From the way I understand how it was built is that it can at least tell me if the Brotherhood has information, maybe not where it is.
Okay. Actually, just give me a straight up. You could also just do like a religion check to see what you've heard, because you've been hanging out in the city long enough.
Mhm.
If you just want to give me a straight religion check.
Sure. Straight religion. Alrighty.
Bless you.
Darn it. 9.
Yeah, there's a lot of various religions on that particular stretch of Scholar's Walk. And considering what you do know, because you're a pretty logical human being, is that it's very likely that this is like not necessarily a cult, but definitely like a very secretive order.
Mhm.
Think more, if we put it in real world terms, like the Freemasons, or not the Illuminati, because that's a little like too upscale, but like it's an order there's probably like some sort of secret religious group just called the
Mhm.
Returned, and that kind of fits in with other secretive cults that you may have run into or read of.
My only concern about following him is if we get found out, what are they gonna do to both of us?
Or
You
him.
don't want to know.
That's why we come and murder them.
All
Maybe not
like by the
murder.
time you get there, I might be murdered.
It depends on that. You could keep us updated every 1,000 feet where you are. If you get too far away, then we'll follow
I don't-
close behind.
I don't have enough spells to do that.
Oh, tonight's episode is going in a direction I did not think it was going in. Just saying.
I mean, if you guys want, I can go back to the Brotherhood and look them up, see what I can find.
I mean, I could be pretty quick and sneaky if you guys really are this worried. I should go check.
Like,
But you just got your wolf. Don't you wanna spend time with Cora?
Yeah, I'm not leaving here if I leave. She's coming with, but I might get some weird looks.
No. From behind the bar, you hear a bit of a bustling, and Evelyn walks out from a back room. And she's like, "Oh, hello, everyone.
Hi.
Oh. Hi, Thalia. How are you?"
Oh, I don't know. Robbie's wandered off somewhere, so
Oh, I do hate it when that happens.
Evelyn's the prostitute, right?
Correct.
Whoa.
She's not called that.
She is a
No.
lady of the night.
Hmm?
Um,
It's rude,
Well, it's
Kendrick.
It's also illegal.
We don't know that.
what? Yeah, go ahead. Tell me the legal code of Quorum for
I'm telling
Let's
them-
get right on
I'm
that.
telling the folks on YouTube.
the audience. Yes, prostitution is illegal unless you're in Nevada, specifically Las Vegas, not Reno. Or no, it is Reno, not Las Vegas. Anyway, don't ask how I know that. CSI, the original one.
Uh-huh.
In case you're wondering.
That's what they
I'm-
call trips.
I've
I
been
was
to
gonna
Vegas once.
say-
I never left the airport. So she walks in and she's wearing what could best be described as
A
like
wolf
hunting
fur coat.
leathers. Leather pants, good sturdy trail boots, a leather jacket that hides most of her. It turns her, for what you guys remember of last time, she looks very different except for her face and her eyes and her voice. But physically, she seems very different than she did earlier. She walks behind the bar. She walks out from behind the bar with an apple, and it's like, "Oh, where'd the robot wander off to? I'm sorry, where did Robbie wander off to?"
Said he had a meeting with the returned. Also, hi, it's nice to see you again.
Hi, Lythar? Yeah,
Yeah.
Lythar. And she like looks at Cora. She's like, "Oh, she's beautiful. What's her name?"
Her name is Cora.
"Hi, Cora. Oh, you're such a pretty girl." And she walks up with her,
No.
the back of her hand extended towards her in a fist. That's a crit.
She punches Cora right in the face. Bam!
That's a crit success,
No,
not
I
a
know,
crit
I
fail.
was- I know.
The other one was a 2. So we'll
Oh.
take what we can get. And she gets out, and Cora gets up from where she moves away from her now empty food dish, and she comes over, and the two of them just start. Evelyn gets her fingers behind her ears and starts scratching, and just like is giving her like scratches, and Cora like flops down and is super comfortable and is just having a great time.
Oh, boy.
And while she's doing all this, she goes, "Why is Rob the Returned? Why is
Do you know who they are?
oh Adam told me about the Returned. they yeah, it's a weird thing. This is the entire time she's just giving Cora like belly rubs and everything. Cora actually like rolls onto her back and is just getting belly scratches. And she's like, yeah, Adam told me about them a while back. They used to have their meetings here. He said they were just a bunch of people that had come back. Just like they just came back from the, I don't know if it's from a place, from the dead, from a divorce. I don't know, but
it was from a
they,
divorce.
I don't think Robbie's ever been married.
From
But we also
divorce.
don't
Has
know.
anyone ever asked him?
No.
Hmm.
We should ask him.
We should.
But he's a robot.
Hey,
Robots can get
people
married.
too.
yeah. And Evelyn's like, yeah, robots can get married. I have robot friends.
But he's been locked away.
Oh, good girl.
We don't know for how long. We also don't know how old he is. We really should ask him these questions.
Yeah, he's staying with us. We probably should.
He sleeps in my room, and I take a big old,
With
big
his
old
eyes
swig of my drink.
Evelyn stops giving the belly rub. She looks at Thalia and she goes, do they always just let anybody in without asking these questions? Or is it just the robot?
Well, considering they just kind of let me walk around with them. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair. Oh. I mean, for what it's worth, if he is a meeting with the returned, we'll wait for the train to go by.
Give
it a minute.
I like trains.
I like
This is the only downside of playing with my windows open, because it's 80 degrees here in DC and I hate it.
I like
It's 80 there?
It's like 75. It's hot garbage.
yeah.
Jealous.
Jealous, yep.
But she's like, if Robbie is meeting with the returned, from what I understand, it's a bunch of people that just kind of sit around and talk. There's no issue 90% of the time.
Oh.
And the other 10%?
There's always weird things that happen with these cults, with these groups, these meetings. I can never keep them straight which ones happen to what people. There's also just been a lot of... Did he say where the meeting was?
No, just on the not good side of town.
I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's a big boy robot. He can handle himself.
If you guys are really worried, I can go out and take a peek. Apparently Cora loves her, so I think that she'll be okay staying here if I do need to leave. But it's up to you guys if you're really that worried.
Maybe Robbie just wants to talk with people who understand.
We should talk to him more.
I think Robbie will be fine. His arm turns into a magical blaster
I was gonna
thing.
say that too.
So I'm going to finish my drink, and then I am going to go to bed. Wake me if anything weird happens. And I scamper up the stairs. As much as a 7'3" person can scamper.
Can you roll the scamper for me, please?
Sure! Is that like a plus anything, or is that just...
I don't know if scamper would be...
Athletics? Acrobatics? I think it would be athletics.
I think a scamper is acrobatics. If you were just-
Acrobatics? That's a
because
14.
It's a delicate scamper. Yeah, you scurry your way up the stairs like a 6-year-old going to bed on Christmas Eve. Like, I can't wait to go to sleep.
Yep.
I really
See, y'all-
tripped up the stairs and ate shit.
Y'all, when you walk by, even though Evelyn is currently petting Cora, her head snaps and her eyes track you all the way up the stairs.
I've made a friend.
And then she goes back to getting belly. Then she goes back to getting belly rubs from Evelyn.
I've made a friend.
I guess we're calling it a night then. Let's see what tomorrow holds.
Yeah, your boy's pretty tired.
All right. Well, I better be getting back to the Brotherhood. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Be safe out there.
I will head back to the
Eyes up,
Brotherhood.
Guardian.
So Thalia.
Mugged
Goody.
outside.
So what is everybody just kind of like
Robin's outside.
finishing their drinks and going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I mean, I could. If are we the only people in there?
You guys and Evelyn are the only people in the common room right now in the bar room.
Darn.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say there were other people there. I was gonna stay down there and just kind of like pet Cora and chill because Evelyn
Mhm.
seems to be pretty hyped about the wolf. But if we're the only people. I could also just go to bed. But Cora's proven to be a wingman. Lady,
The best wing dog,
yes.
wing wolf.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll stay in the bar room and just kind of like pet Cora
Okay.
and like chill.
Level 20 doggo upgrade. Grows wings.
Do do do. Billy billy boo. Thalia,
Yeah.
have
that's
you been
fine.
have you been concentrating
strike.
on your locate object,
Um,
or did you cast it and you felt it go out of range and you let it drop?
That is a great question. It
That's not a loaded
allows-
question. That's just me seeing where we're at.
I would have let it drop definitely when we found out a little bit more about the returners.
Okay.
Or returned, yeah.
So as you're walking back, give me perception check.
Sure. Coming up.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, we hear all of it, Kendrick.
That's a nat 1.
Great. Thank you.
I'm doing so well.
So you're walking back. I feel like with the net one, your nose is in your book trying to find more about the return or
It
fear and
is.
axe.
Yeah.
Here's like flipping through your book and trying to read things. And as you're walking, so you're walking down one of the main lit streets,
Mhm.
and one of the streetlights goes out near you.
I wouldn't have noticed.
Give me.
There are streetlights?
They're like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's streetlights in Wellsboro.
I was
Are
picturing
you
like
kidding
me,
me?
flicker, flicker,
No, they're
flicker,
like-
me, blip.
Yes, it's those fucking sodium halogen streetlights
Yes.
that you find at a truck stop. Welcome to Korrimpor, the truck stop of the world. Thalia, give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Uh-oh. Kendrick.
Goody.
Sorry, I closed
Let me
it.
find where that is.
Oh, it's okay.
Saves. There we go. At disadvantage, you say.
Disadvantage. Because you are nose deep in a book.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Darn it, that was a natural 20. No.
Ooh,
Natural 20 and then a 7.
the wasted crit.
Thalia dies.
So you feel, as you walk into this spot of darkness, you feel a pair of hands grab you by the shoulder and pull. And you are off your feet, being kind of dragged into an alley. You feel yourself being dragged, and from the other lights, you can see that somebody has grabbed onto you. It is dragging you back into an alley. Please,
Go ahead.
so I'd say roll initiative, but there's only one. So what would you like to do? You basically got a surprise round on you.
I
Scream.
Hit him with my book.
He's got so he how he's got you, he's got your arms with one hand, and he is covering your mouth with his other hand as he's pulling you back.
Dang it! I played out a scenario in my mind. You just ruined it.
Um,
Dang it!
If I learned anything from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, headbutt him in the penis, push him over the cliff.
Is that
if
in the show?
Yes.
Oh my god!
if he's covering my mouth, can I still do verbal components?
Yes, depending. So like it's none of like the play instruments,
No, yeah, no. I'm
but
not.
like yeah,
I want to cast light on myself.
Yeah. Okay. You take a second, concentrate, and you light up like a torch.
Some might say a human torch.
If you say "flame on" into his hand,
Flame on.
Flamio.
Lumos,
Flamio.
he starts a little bit as you're and once you light up, he kind of jolts back a little bit, but he keeps pulling you into this alley, and now you can see that it is an alley that he's pulling you into, and there's an open manhole cover leaning up against one of the side walls as he's dragging you backwards.
Okay, so light was my action, wasn't it?
His
If
So he
his next
made
turn happened,
he made
he
the
pulled
save
her
to
more.
not he made the whiz save to not drop you or to not freak out and let you go. And basically he's spending all of his turn just pulling you back.
Okay.
Towards something.
I'd like to break the grapple.
Okay. Give me a strength or dex check, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Whatever is higher.
It's
Look at all
definitely
this
not my
gentleman not
strength.
walking a lady home. This is what happens. We're terrible friends, people. We don't know anything about Robbie. We don't walk Thalia home. We're terrible.
She's from here.
That's true.
I'll do a dex.
She could have taken Frank.
I'm not doing well. That's an 8.
That's fine. Because he crit failed.
All right.
So how would you
Headbutt
like
him
to
in the
break
dick.
how would you like to break free of this grapple?
Headbutt him in the dick.
With your
Headbutt him in the
incredibly
dick, push him
phosphorescent
down the
face.
hole.
This is the best natural ones ever.
Gonna basically like twist my arm, spin around so I can. It's like really uncomfortable for him to hold. Like keep
Okay.
on me, and then I want to face him.
Okay.
Or her.
So as you turn, you kind of twist your arm and you're able to like sneak out from under the grip.
Mhm.
And you duck your head back, and as your eyes come up, what color are your eyes? Out of
Gold.
curiosity? The golden color of your eyes. You see the alley in front of you is lit with this flash of a golden light, and the woman who had you, the woman who had grabbed you, sounds like a train. The woman who
That's
had grabbed
rude.
you,
That's
covers her eyes from this light and takes one step back and falls
Oh, no.
into it. What you can now clearly see is an open sewer grate that she had taken the cover off and leaned up against the wall, and she falls in. And as she's falling, you hear a crunch. And you see when she fell back, the hole's not big enough for her to fall flat back. She catches her neck on the side of the manhole cover and then drops down the hole.
Oh, she dead.
Big oof.
I'm gonna go down.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. As you climb down the manhole cover, down the ladder they have inside this hole. Your light fills the part of the sewer and maintenance tunnels that you're in. This woman is I'm not even going to make you roll for it. This woman is dead. Her neck is not going the way it's supposed to.
Is this DED or DEAD?
DED.
DED. Oh,
She's definitely not getting up.
I'm just gonna throw one of these in here.
Get an F in the chat. Is that an F in the chat? Yep.
It is.
For the dead woman in the sewers. And yeah, as you look at her, she's wearing sort of just like a almost similar to what Evelyn was wearing, but these are more fitted to her clothing. These are in all black rather than Evelyn's like more natural browns and tans. Around her neck looks like a scarf that she'd have been able to pull up. It may have been pulled up when she grabbed you and just fell when she snapped her neck. And her robes have like a hood on them. She's got a pair of daggers at her hips. She's just on the floor in the sewers.
Wow. Jeez.
How does Thalia feel about literally just murdering someone? Like, how is she feeling?
She's not feeling good. She's. Ooh.
A side note: Rachel is not feeling good.
I love nat ones, especially 2 in a row.
Oh no!
Oh, yikes.
Oh, that's why. I understand. I like how no one did well during that. It was just a series of who did worse.
Or
Welcome to life.
Yep.
Who did worse when it mattered?
She's gonna look around and see why this woman was gonna try to drag her down here.
There is nobody. There's nobody in sight down any of these tunnels. Give me a perception or investigation check, whichever you prefer.
Sorry, I just saw the elbow. I wish the YouTubers could see.
That's better. That's a 16.
Was that perception or investigation?
Perception.
Okay. So as you're looking around, you're seeing, you do see what looks like rope and a small sack that looks not big enough to fit a whole person in, but definitely like to cover somebody's head. And kind of looking around, it looks like once she got you down here, the goal looks like it was to take you alive. There was definitely there's no plan for, dumping a body or anything like that. You were all the paraphernalia looks like you were to be taken alive, and the sewers are a convenient way to get from point A to point B in the city if you know your way around.
I'm gonna use sending to message Ergen.
Okay.
Crap. Sending is what? 25 words?
25 words.
Oh no.
Pulls Hep.
It's Thalia.
Mm-hmm.
I've been attacked. Do I know generally where I am?
You are still, if we pull up our handy dandy map of Corinvor.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I don't know how the rest of the song goes.
That's fine.
That's
like
pretty
that.
much it.
And then it ends, I'm the map.
I'm the map. Sniper, no sniping.
Oh no.
Backpack. I like the backpack one.
You
The backpack
were
one is the best.
It is.
Oh yeah.
You were probably, if we're looking at the map, you were right on the edge of Greymire when this happened. You were probably 2 blocks from where the crust, Greymire, and Stone's Throw meet.
The crust.
Okay.
And you were on the main road when this woman nabbed you.
the
So
road
Thalia,
again.
I've been attacked off the main road.
We can say, yeah, off the main road between Elm and Oak Street. We'll go with
Elm and
naming
Oak
conventions.
Street.
Nice Elm Street.
Um,
Don't have a name.
It's not totally-
attacker dead. Need assistance. You can reply to this message.
Sincerely, Thalia.
And you did sending?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like,
Yeah. Meanwhile, back at the tavern, everyone is comatose.
Perfect.
So you get a response from Ergen, and it sounds very sleepy. It's, "Are you okay? Never mind. You're talking. I'll be there soon. Guards are on their way. Don't panic."
Hear that, America?
I was gonna say Thalia doesn't need to go buy toilet paper.
Did she shit her pants?
Nope.
Good. Excellent. You're doing better than I would.
We should have to do a save
Um,
on that.
Nah. I think
Shit,
it's,
man.
Roll a con save for pooping yourself, please.
that would be a concept. Very good, Chris. You're learning things.
Hey,
Uh,
I've been
so
studying.
are you gonna hang out next to the body of your would be captor, or are you gonna what are you gonna do for while you wait for the guards to show up?
My light is still active. Yes.
Correct.
I'm gonna stay put, but I want to be looking around to see, get my bearings of why this area.
Okay. So as you're kind of looking around, give me another perception check.
That's a nat 1.
Another one.
There's a dead body.
Even you do notice, even with a critical failure, the rats are staying away from the light. But mostly your attention is focused on this person that you're directly responsible for. And after about 10 minutes, it'll be like 10 minutes before the guards show up. If you want to sit down there for the whole 10 minutes, or
Yes.
if you, okay. So after about 10 minutes, you hear the sound of marching footsteps in armor.
Plumes flapping in the wind.
You hear a voice from up above you, fairly faint. "Well, this is where Ergen sent us, chaps.
Down
We should
here.
spread out and...
Down
Oh,
here.
I hear a voice. Quickly, to the maiden! Clunk, 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 clunk. And through the clearly ominous, glowing, sewer main,
The sunlight
see-
erupting from the ground.
you see a pink plume creep its way into view, and you see this helmeted head. He's like, "Oh, Lady Thalia! Oh, who is that? Your attacker?"
Yeah, I broke the grapple and she wasn't expecting it, and she fell and hit her head, I think, on the way down, and
Is she breathing?
no.
And you see underneath the helmet, you see like his eyes kind of widen a little bit. And it's mostly reflected in the light coming out of you as your gold eyes look up at his. You see the whites of his eyes and he goes, "Oh, I see. Well, come on up and we'll take care of things from here. Ergen should be right behind us, and we'll get you taken care of. Don't worry about it. Here." And he reaches down a hand to help you up.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I really wish their helmets had those grates. So when you said that, he could have went shink.
It's the T helmet. It's kind of like the Mandalorian visor,
Okay.
or a little more like a Crusader helmet, not with the grate like they have in Monty, because that always makes me think of Monty Python,
Oh yeah.
and I can never take it seriously.
Exactly.
But he pulls you up, and kind of pats you on the shoulder, and he walks away from the body with you as some of his troops go down and lower a rope to pull this woman out. And after a couple of minutes, Ergen arrives. And, are you still glowing once you come out of the sewer?
Yes.
Okay. So Ergen comes by a couple of minutes later. He walks up to you and kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, leans in and goes, "You're still glowing."
I'm sorry.
It's
I'll
fine.
dispel.
It's fine. It's been a very busy evening. I understand. Do you want me to walk you home?
Home? What? No.
To the Brotherhood.
No, we need to know why.
That's why these men are here. My guardsmen, the city's guardsmen, they're not mine anymore. But the city guard will figure out who this person was, and I will personally find out why she was sent for you. This was not a random attack.
You think?
He looks around, kind of motions you away from the rest of the guards. And directly underneath one of the lights, he does a quick look around, and he leans in and whispers, 17 members of the Brotherhood were attacked.
Who?
You're the only one, you're the only initiate. Everyone else was a scribe or someone with access to the restricted files, restricted books.
All the more reason I need to stay here then.
Here at a crime scene?
They could have somebody come back, and we need to know what they're looking for. I'm the one that has the most knowledge of the Brotherhood right now.
We know what they're looking for. Let me walk you. Where would you like me to walk you? I can take you back to the inn with your friends.
No, they're sleeping.
Very well. To the Brotherhood then?
To the Brotherhood.
And as you two walk away, give me a. Actually, let me roll for them. As you are walking away, you see, as you kind of turn, two shadowy figures moving and keeping pace with you across the rooftops. Moving absolutely silently. And they're not jumping from roof to roof. They are literally flowing like shadows.
They're Dementors.
Have I seen this before as part of the city guard?
Sorry, say again?
Have I seen this before? Like, are they Secret Service? Like, are they with Ergen, or is that protocol?
Give me
Our shadowy figures protocol.
Give me an insight check, actually. Insider, you have a background in history. Give me a history check.
All right. History. Oh, thank you.
Is Ergen carrying a pink umbrella?
Oh God! Finally, 22.
These are Ergen's Secret Service guys.
Okay.
They are
shadow figures.
like, because of whatever Ergen's mysterious previous service to the mayor was, there's always been rumors from what you talked about that he has basically two Secret Service guys with him.
Mm-hmm.
They call them his shadow. but they're always like, no one's ever seen them, and Ergen always looks like he's walking around by himself, like he owns the place.
Mm-hmm.
But like there are two figures that are flowing like shadows, keeping perfect pace with you
Okay.
as
I
you guys
don't-
walk.
I don't mention it then.
However, you may not mention it, but Ergen notices you noticing because he crit.
He is an astute man.
And he goes, "Oh yes, they're real. They're very good at their jobs.
Amazing.
Deep.
I stay in the light, and they can work in the shadow. It's an arrangement we have."
Very logical
Anyway.
of you.
It also helps that the light makes me a very obvious target, and no one expects to see. Everyone sees what they want to see and not what actually is real,
Mhm.
which is part of the problem.
Ooh, baby, take off that hoodie.
Bow, bow, bow.
What?
These, from what we can tell, we were able to capture one of these. Most of them either were startled and got away, or they were successful in taking their victims. You are currently the only one who's actually been able to stop their assailant.
I didn't stop her.
She stopped abducting you. From a pragmatist point of view, you stopped her.
I didn't stop her.
Then who did? Was there anyone
No
else in that alley?
No.
Mm.
Gravity.
You did stop her, no matter what words you use. You stopped her. And that will weigh on you for a long time. And you never get used to it. There was a robbery 2 weeks ago. Something was taken from the Brotherhood.
What?
I'll admit, it took me longer to find out because they don't like talking to me.
You don't like talking to me either, apparently.
It was actually the same day that you and your Goliath friend and his merry band of hooligans were in there for the trial of combat. When conveniently the two newest members of the order joined up. Yes.
Wasn't that the Shields of the Saint, not the Brotherhood?
You're correct.
Okay.
Thank you. The shield there was a
Oh,
heist.
okay.
Sorry, yes, there was a robbery with the Saints. I'm terribly sorry I can't keep these things straight.
Notes,
That's what I was
man.
asking.
Notes.
I have notes. I have so many notes. Doesn't help I don't read them.
Too many notes.
And there was a break-in at the Saints Fortress, and something was stolen. And it took me until about 20 minutes after you called me to figure out what it was.
And
Everyone who was attacked has access to your records,
my records.
has access to your daily entries. This is about that dwarf. It has to be.
Dun, dun, dun.
What does the robbery have to do with it? What was taken?
With a little, he kind of chuckles, with a little motivation. I was able to talk to one of the saints who knew what was in the room. It was not an elegant robbery, to say the very least. But what was stolen appears to be some kind of mechanical being. Mechanical being that's not from around these parts. They wouldn't tell me what it was, but I've been around the block a time or three, and I think it was something called a Modron. Ever heard of it?
I have.
Mm.
And somebody else has.
Do tell. And his eyes focus in on you. And normally it's like a genteel old man kind of eyes. These are intense, not angry, but on the cusp. They could go in any direction, but they are focused directly on you.
Ronan needed a ring of protection. I made a deal. There's a gentleman, hooded, red gloves, I don't know. Asked about the Modrons. Was able to see my memories by contact. I didn't tell him everything. I tried to hide everything about the dwarf. Hide my theories. But he knows what they are in general. He knows we've seen them around town. But I swear I didn't know there was one in the shield.
Neither did I. And he continues walking. And he has his hands behind his back. He's just walking. It is not the walk of a man who's taking an evening stroll. If he was in an office, he would be pacing in front of his desk, thinking. And his shadows are keeping pace every single step. And he finishes the walk the rest of the way to the Brotherhood's building in silence. And as you get to the front door, he looks at you. Does a quick look around. Looks you dead in the eyes again. And they're not as flinty as they were before, but they're still intense. And you still feel a tremendous weight behind them as he looks at you. And he goes, "Tell no one what happened tonight. I need you to sneak into your room as if nothing unusual has happened. And I need you to gather your friends and come to the mayor's estate in the morning. We have work to do." And he waves his hand and you become completely invisible. And he opens the door to the Brotherhood estate and walks in. Or before he opens the door, he goes, "Follow me." And he opens the door and walks in. And as he walks in, he's greeting the man behind the desk. He's like, "Oh, good evening, Eric." Eric's like, "Oh, Ergen, out for your usual stroll." And Ergen's like, "Oh, these old bones, they keep me up at night. I can't do anything this time of night, and I can't sleep, so I figure I'll take a walk around the city." Ergen walks up to the desk and is like leaned over and is chatting with the guard, giving you perfect opening to scurry away.
I will do that.
Does she have to roll for scurrying?
She's not an 8.
I said scampering. That's a different thing. Never mind.
She actually, if you would like to roll to scurry, I'll give you advantage because you are stealth. Invisible.
I am terrified of what my dice are gonna do to that.
You have advantage.
She falls
Yeah, that
and
means
knocks down
nothing.
all of the bookcases like dominoes.
Just don't cast light. That's really all I'm asking.
You have the advantage. The worst you can do is a 2.
Or 2 nat ones.
Well,
That's
what am
true.
I adding to this?
This is
Your
a
camera's
stealth
getting
check.
Stealth. Oh, good. That's.
Actually, hang on. I need to look at invisibility.
I can pull it up.
Also, is it possible break soon? I got.
Yep. We're actually about to break.
Sorry, I didn't
Kendrick.
mean to- What?
Invisibility.
Your camera's getting worse.
It's not his camera,
It is.
it's his body.
It's
Yeah, I've been
creeping.
changing
Jeez.
positions.
Actually, you know what? Because he's distracting him, never mind. I should not have made you roll because you are completely invisible and you know where you're going. And yeah, so you sneak your way up, and at this time of night, you know kind of what's going on. And you're able to sneak your way up into your room, and close the door behind you. And yeah, we could take a break there, or you can, if there's anything you want. I'm assuming you. I don't know what Thalia would do when she got back to her room, if she'd be able to fall asleep or how she's feeling.
No, she'd stay up for a while. She'd write down everything on her tablet.
Mhm.
First of all, as much of the story as she can tell. And she would
Chris can't get
start translating all of her notes into Celestial.
Okay. So the scene before break will basically be like Thalia just writing her notes and then flipping over a second page and writing them in Celestial. And as you're writing them, when you finish each word, because in my head you're writing these longhand.
Yeah.
So as you finish each word, there's a tiny little flash of white light that recedes. Basically, as you finish the word, it's like, phew, and then you go on to the next word, phew, and then it fades to black for the commercial break. So everybody,
Hey.
thanks for riding along. Everybody, take a 10. We'll be back at 9:40.
Now Rachel needs to go buy mace.
Have you seen my pink one?
I have not seen your pick one. Does it have like the two honking? Anyway,
Yeah,
never
the two
mind.
Pink boys.
Let's go fight a dragon.
So, welcome back. Everyone is finish their breaks. Let's go fight a dragon.
Or Ergen. I'll fight
So-
anyone at this point.
Yeah, I use these filters. Pink boys.
Are they cute?
Oh, you get the organic ones. Excellent. Are they free range? Free range facial filters. So the
They expensive.
the next morning, you guys come down in whatever order you so choose. If anyone wants to go down first, that's totally fine. But as you guys trickle down the stairs at the Twist and Shout, breakfast is there. But there are no drinks at your usual table.
God damn it.
Hmm.
I guess I'll
No
probably
drinks
come
at all?
down.
Not even like water?
No?
I guess it's
Actually, Ronan, you notice it first. Robbie's not in his usual spot at the foot of your bed holding a beer to welcome you in the morning.
Uh-oh.
I told you.
I will scamper downstairs looking for Robbie.
I won't make you roll to scamper because it is first thing in the morning. Or he's rolling to scamper.
18 plus something. 2. 20.
So similarly to how you left like a kid on Christmas Eve, you run down the stairs on Christmas morning, a little more frantic, on the hunt for your favorite robot friend. And you see one of the younger Adams brothers behind the bar, But no sign of Robbie.
I will ask one of the Adams brothers. I'll be like, "Excuse me, have you seen Robbie, our robot friend?"
No,
recently?"
you guys have been here for 2 weeks. I know Robbie. Robbie's usually. I was also. Yeah, Robbie's usually here by now. He's normally sets up drinks for you guys, which is weird, kind of, because he does it every morning, like clockwork.
It's kind of his thing at this point.
I get it. Do you know why?
I think
know why he
he's
does
just
that?
being nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I had a friend that was that nice, but no, I haven't seen him.
Hmm.
He's normally down here. We did get a letter for well, it says the big one.
I'm going to
Um,
guess that I am the big one. I take the letter.
Okay. It's a letter from the mayor. As you pop it open. And it says, "At your earliest convenience, please attend me in my manor. The matter is somewhat urgent, and I need all of your expertise."
Somewhat urgent.
Ha, ha,
I'm sorry.
I thought of it.
Ronan
too much, didn't
dies.
say it.
So has anyone else come downstairs? Because if not, I'll go wake up people and be like, "Yo, the mayor wants to see us."
I would say I was gonna say I was awake and down there. Yeah, so me and
Yeah, I'll go downstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will relay this information to the group. What's there for breakfast, food wise?
This morning's breakfast is a couple of he's made sort of an omelet bar.
oh fuck yeah,
Something, so there's like different ingredients, and you just kind of like add
Make
sort
it
of your own
yourself?
ingredients. Yeah, kind of make it yourself omelet bar. You guys have been here for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
which is Adam points out, he's like, normally people stay here for like 2 or 3 days. You guys have stuck around a lot longer than anybody else. Like,
Oh, we like it here.
I'm sure you do.
Fuck out.
We do need to talk
Uh,
about our tab one of these days, because I have no idea how much I owe you.
Adam's like, don't worry about the tab. However, food and drink, that's fine. Glassware, that's getting a little expensive.
I swear.
Every time there's a drink, I have somehow gone missing. Somehow I have lost 30 tankards
What?
in the 2 weeks you guys have been here.
Hmm.
I don't know how or why 30 tankards have gone missing.
So I will say, well, I certainly do not know where your tankards have gone, but if you would like to look in my room to make sure that I haven't sleptwalked and took your tankards, I don't think I have, but you're more than welcome to look.
I appreciate that. I might not do that. I think one of my older brothers might take a look later on today when they come in for their shift. But yeah, there's been a lot of tankards going missing, and I don't know why.
Okay. How much is it per plate?
Here,
Yes, like
your tab,
like
your tabs are
if I were to take a plate, how much are plates?
And Adam kind of looks around and he goes, Ronan, why
Yes.
are you taking my plates?
Well, see, I have to go get my friend, and I'm rather forgetful, and I'm scared that because I'm hungry, and I wanted to take an omelet with me, but I wanted to pay you for the plate because there's a good chance it won't come back.
I'll put the plate on your tab with the rest of your food and drink. The tab's been picked up by a mysterious someone, so you don't have to worry about the food or drink. He
I will
didn't
take
cover
2
plateware.
plates then.
2 plates? Do you want them stacked together, or do you want to plate in each hand?
No, I'll just get the extra one later. So I'll just take this plate and I'll make myself an omelet and go find Thalia.
Okay. Are you leaving with everybody, or you're just gonna mosey out by yourself?
I'm gonna say, so you guys get breakfast. I'll meet you at the mayor's. I'm gonna go tell Thalia. I don't know if she got a letter or not, and I'll meet you there. So get breakfast. Lythar, feed your dog, I think. And, yeah, I'm gonna go get
Growl at him
Thalia.
at all.
I thought that was a big cat.
Cora,
She's
Bites
still
my
doesn't-
face off.
she doesn't growl. She's definitely like, she's very close, kind of like how a service dog will like be close and next to somebody, so they're out of the way, but they're still very present. Cora is there and very alert, and when Ronan walks out the door, her head, like, she is tracking him with her eyes most of the time, but her ears are definitely alert and listening to all the other sounds in the room.
She's a sleepy girl.
So I leave.
So,
So
you
you
leave.
leave.
I'm gonna grab an omelet.
Omelette.
I'm gonna grab an omelet.
Bobby Boucher.
Damn it! Now I'm really hungry for an omelet, but I'm gonna go grab one.
There is nothing better than the 10:30 omelet.
Dude,
Just saying.
sounds yeah.
Like, breakfast is good at any time of day.
It
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Josh and I have this discussion every time we get breakfast.
So, and if anybody wants to have any conversations with each other or with Adam, we can either have a moment with Thalia and Ronan, or we can just skip right to the mayor.
Do they have food for Cora? I'm assuming.
Yes, there is a bowl of what looks like, it's almost like a jerky. It's the closest thing that you probably find to kibble in this kind of town. It's definitely like dried bits of meat and some dried vegetables and stuff like that. A good, well-rounded diet for Cora.
Sweet. Just want to make sure.
You
can-
can.
There is-
I don't know.
there- so
You
does
can
she
just
like
feed dogs
cherries?
Anything like omelets.
I don't
Dogs
know. The
love
guy never
omelets.
brought him back. I never.
Oh, okay. There's a single cherry on top of the kibble,
Okay, there we
destemmed
go.
and with a hole where the pit was removed.
Aww.
Thank God. Don't need her pooping out or choking. All right.
And so she chows
So
down.
does she eat the cherry? This is very
I don't
important
know.
information.
This isn't my choice. This is.
Oh my God.
Yes.
He eats the
Yay!
cherry.
She kind of like sniffs it, and she just like takes a bite. Like, it's weird seeing a dog take a small nibble out of something. But she's like, "Tick," and went, okay, and then just goes to town on it.
I look at everybody. I'm like, well, she eats cherries.
Yay! And there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
So, if we want to jump to Thalia and Ronan, or we could jump straight to the mayor if you guys just want to like.
I was curious if the Brotherhood would let me in, but we can fast track that to be like, knock knock, yo, I'm looking for Thalia, and they'll be like, who is it? And then I'll be like, Ronan, I am her friend, and then they'll be like, go away, and then I'll be like, could you just get her for me? And they'll go, no, and then I break in and murder all of them.
So exactly like that.
Just a
everything
spinning
happens
meat
as
tornado of death
with an
Just-
omelet in one
Yeah.
hand. The omelet. So the door is barred because it is like first thing in the morning. Actually, I don't know if you know where her room is.
I don't know where her room
It's
is.
not-
Okay.
I would assume I
don't
would
know if
ask
I've
that.
been in there.
No, I don't. As
So-
far as I
so-
know, none of y'all been there.
Did they let me in? Let's start with that.
There's nobody at the door.
I can just go in?
So they're actually no. So retconning because
Mm-hmm.
I'm dumb. You open the door and there's a gentleman sitting behind the desk. He looks very, very tired. And he's actually he's got his feet propped up on the desk. He's leaning back in his chair and he's snoring very faintly.
I'll walk up to the desk and give it the old.
It's the sneak.
Excuse me, sir. I slap his foot.
When you slap his foot, he like and makes a real quick. He like teeters and manages to like lean forward in his chair and like grab onto the desk. He's like, ugh. I wasn't sleeping, I promise. Whew.
No, you weren't. You were very astute. I'm here looking for my friend Thalia.
As he hears your voice, he looks up where like a normal person's head would be, and then continues looking up. And he's like, "Hi,
Hello there.
welcome to the Brotherhood. Oh, what can I help you with?"
I'm looking for my friend Thalia. We have been summoned to the mayor, and I need to get her, basically.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me. Oh, let me page her. Ooh. What smells like breakfast?
Oh, this is my omelet I've been eating. And I'm just like omelet burritoing this omelet.
Oh.
It's not on the plate anymore. I don't know what has happened to the plate, but it's gone. And I'm just burritoing this omelet.
Are you eating the plate?
I hope not.
The plate ended like at some point you left the plate behind, but he's like, "Man, we'll go for an omelet later." He goes, "One moment."
Just fisting egg.
Flips through a ledger. And Thalia, are you awake?
Would I have gotten a full long rest by this point?
Yes, you are. You
Okay.
are long rested. You got your spell slots back.
Okay.
Unless for flavor reasons you aren't able to sleep for a full 8 hours.
No, I want sleep. I need my spell slots.
I'll use that the next time people are like, "You should come out and party." I'm like, "I need my spell slots."
I need my spells.
You're my spell slot, sorry.
So
You're welcome.
you're awake. You're ready to start your day. Because you know this meeting is coming.
hmm
So you're like dressed and ready to go when you get.
So did Ergen tell me to pack all my things, or like did he tell me to bring anything along specifically? I can't remember.
No, he just said meet me at the mayor's estate first
Okay.
thing in the morning.
I'm going to. I'm assuming I have some research stuff like scattered around my room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide it.
Okay.
Like I'll take the really important stuff with me, but anything that's like kind of auxiliary on the side, that stuff that may be related, I'm
Okay.
hiding.
Give me.
Would be sleight of hand. I'm learning.
I'm thinking sleight of hand, because you have the stat dump for it.
Sleight of an evil hand.
No.
I would do sleight of hand or
Deception?
yeah, deception. Sleight of hand or deception, which I think deception is actually higher for you.
Perception is higher for me.
So yeah, give me a deception check.
Really quick, I know none of us needed a long rest, but I forgot that a cup was thrown at my face and I lost 3 hit points. Do I get a long rest or those go?
You get a
back?
long rest. Yeah,
Okay.
you're
I
fine.
just saw
Everybody
that
has
and I
long
was like-
rested.
I was like, why? Oh, right, I got hit.
Yeah, because Ronan bonked you in the noggin.
Yeah.
All right, 15.
Thanks, buddy.
15. So yeah, you're like, okay, if I were hiding these, if I was hiding materials, where would I hide them? And you're like, well, under the bed, in my desk. All the normal places, and you don't hide them there.
Yep.
Um,
Yay.
so you hide them you hide them in various places in your room. You're actually able to hide them underneath like the windowsill and places that no one would ever think to look for paperwork.
hmm
And you're able to sequester them away in different places in your room. And as you're finishing up, you get a message sent to you. It's, "Oh, Thalia, there's a big guy with muscles here to see you. He says he knows you."
Oh yeah, I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Oh, here's an omelet. I'm really hungry.
I'm gonna start waving the
Oh,
omelet.
is this still open? Sorry.
Yeah.
And then the sending closes.
All right. So take one last look at my room, make sure I have everything I may need, and head downstairs.
as you come out the door, you see the sleepy guy at the desk, and he's trying not to drool at the omelet, and he's just like, oh man, hey, excuse me, big sir, there's Thalia's here. Oh,
And I go, Thalia, good morning. How did you
Good
sleep?
morning, Ronan.
How was your night?
Oh, you know, the usual. Research,
Fun and exciting, I'm
translating
sure.
stuff, you know.
Well, we have been summoned to the mayor at our earliest convenience. So,
Okay.
shall we?
We shall.
All right, and then we shall. Shall we off?
so
Does Thalia
y'all-
share with me anything that happened last night?
I do not.
Doesn't
Okay.
sound like it.
It's a big old no.
All right. And Ronan wouldn't
Um,
think to roll anything to question herness, so he's just gonna aloofly walk with her to the mayor.
Talking of little things. So as you guys make it to mayor's estates, the guards are clearly expecting you guys, and you all, for the sake of the narrative, all meet up at the same time. All of you except Robbie, who is still MIA.
Oh,
You
fuck.
fucked up, guys.
Fucked up. Robbie's
and so-
somewhere with a sheet over his head, with Sharpie marker on his forehead.
I warned him.
He got shit. You ever try to shank a robot?
Hey man, it's D&D. Anything's
It is
possible.
D&D. Anything is possible. And so we, you guys are escorted very quickly in, by Thalia. What was the manservant's name? Gerard. So Gerard meets you guys at the gates. He's like, yes, come in. Yes, we've have you all eaten?
I had a
think
little
they
bit of
have.
an omelet, and I kind of wiggle what's left of it at him.
An omelet. Excellent choice. Miss Thalia, have you eaten anything?
I haven't.
Give me. He's like, I'll have them bring something out for you. Something small, fruit, or are you feeling something a little heartier this morning?
Something small would be lovely. Thank you.
Excellent. I'll have them bring that out to you during the meeting. Here, right this way. And he sort of escorts all of you into the mayor's room, or into the main hub, the main room where you guys have all sat previously, where there was like the dwarf autopsy, and where you found the room that led to Ronan and the council
And
meeting.
Frank freaked the fuck out.
That Frank freaking
Oh,
out was in the
God.
antechamber to this main council chamber. There's a lot happens in this room,
Oh,
of various things. And as you walk in, the mayor is looking. He's standing in what looks more like a bathrobe. This is not his normal formal attire. It's of just a very comfortable looking robe with slippers, and he's standing there, and he has a pipe in his mouth, and he's puffing and looking at what looks like a map. He hears the doors open, and then he looks up and he goes, "Oh, good morning. Come over here. I need your expertise."
I get uncomfortably close to him.
Are you trying to intimidate, or are you just following instructions?
No, I'm just following instructions.
Oh,
As the big doof I am.
He's unfazed by the fact that you are like right up against him. And
Dope.
he's just like, he's very unfazed, and he's like, all right. And he looks around the room, and he goes, "If everyone except Gerard and those I've invited to this meeting could please leave the room, I would appreciate it very much. That means you, Ergen." And from behind the throne, you hear, "Do I have to? I know what's happening."
What if I invite Jürgen? Does that count?
From behind the throne, you hear, "I think that counts."
I invite
Mayor?
Jürgen.
And I second that.
And the mayor just kind of rolls his eyes, goes, "Do we have an accord?"
I
I guess.
Democracy.
Ergen, you can come out of hiding now.
Can't believe that worked.
Democracy.
From the back of the chair, there's a shimmer, and Ergen steps out. He goes, "See, isn't it much easier when I don't have to hide? You could just tell me things." The mayor's like, I can't tell you things because you're not supposed to be here, because you're not part of the council anymore.
I'm gonna totally ignore that slightly aggressive statement and go, Ergen, look. And I'm gonna try my best to, like, you know how when people pick up very large dogs
And the dog just, like,
so uncomfortable? So I'm gonna pick Cora up and I can hold her, but she's definitely like, what? And I'm like,
She
Give
bites
me-
your face off.
Yeah. So you're like, Ergen, look, and you grab Cora around the rib cage, and she just looks at you kind of with that like side eye, and she's like, all right, if you're sure. And you pick her up, and her back feet don't leave the ground. It's like when you pick up a cat and the cat just kind of stretches. But you're
So
like,
Slinky
Exactly
with
what
feet.
picture kind of thing.
and this enormous wolf's head is nose to nose with Ergen. And he goes, hello. Why do you... Was this the acorn thing?
yes.
Wow, he didn't even know.
Hmm.
And I know my parents' names now.
And he goes, that's the best kind of news. And I'm very happy for you.
We could talk about this in private later if you'd like.
You should. And honestly, if you don't mind my saying so, I wasn't expecting a wolf, of all things. I was expecting a squirrel.
Yeah, the whole nut theme was kind of
Right?
done. Yeah.
I feel like we were out. Yeah, I was expecting like a giant squirrel or something. Don't get me wrong.
Her name's Cora. She's beautiful, and I'm like petting her on
Petting
the
her.
head. As
And
she's
he-
like,
He looks at her. He looks at you and looks at her and just goes, "May I?" And reaches out his hands to her. Then as he's
so I
reaching,
have no control about how she reacts to some stuff, do I?
you can
I mean, I could like calm her and stuff, but I
You could
can't be like
you could be like, hey, he's a friend, and so basically so right now Ergen is making an animal handling check,
right.
and he's reaching out his hand to like for her to sniff and all that stuff, and you can give him advantage on that, being like, no, he's cool, he's a friend,
Can I
by
give him
being-
advantage because
because he
this
got a
wouldn't be a
2.
thing? Yeah, I'm gonna give him advantage.
Great, thank you very much.
Sorry that was like late, but that was something I wasn't sure about.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. It's a brand new fucking mechanic for you because you changed
Wait
subclasses.
till they get to combat, boys.
And so you're kind of no, it's cool. And her ears flatten back, and you see her kind of like very kind of similar to what she did to Ronan, without the growling, just very wary and watching his hands as they come close. And he like reaches and kind of gives her a couple of scratches, and then he kind of backs away a little bit.
Dude, this is a good sign. Everyone's rolling really bad against her. This could be great for combat.
It will not last
You
that
say that
long.
now.
No, it probably won't.
And the mayor's like, if I can have your attention, this needs to be dealt with quickly.
Yes, let's
Would you
deal
like
with
me to
things. And
Keep
I sit
records,
down.
sir?
I appreciate your candor, Thalia, but I'll need this to be discreet.
Understood.
If you want to take records for your own reference and for the group. Long story short, we haven't heard anything out of Long Pike for a few days. The last thing we heard, and I'm sure you've heard rumors, something has been harassing the wildlife, horses, cows, bigger wildlife than it should be impacting. And my contact in Long Pike has not contacted me in a little too long. I'm sure you all remember Lady Cost and the constable. They're friends of mine, dear, dear friends of mine, and normally we keep in touch. They haven't been talking to me lately. Granted, what we've heard of rumors in these cities, I feel like you all are the most qualified and honestly the most prepared group of adventurers and problem solvers that I have at my disposal.
I think I'm pretty good at solving problems.
I'm so sorry for your situation.
As
I'm
I'm
gonna be like, that's the best compliment I've ever had in my life.
So what would you have us do?
I need you to get to Long Pike, find out what's going on. I can arrange transport there, as to avoid any unpleasantness in the Elderwood. From the last time you went traveling through, I'd like to not anger the natives or the spirits in that particular piece of forest.
I can probably take care of that. Don't worry.
Well,
Would you send us around or through?
a little bit of both.
How fast would we get there? I mean, if we can get there by
Are you
ourselves
packed?
fasted, I'm packed. I'm ready to go.
If you all are packed, I can have you there.
Where's Robbie?
Oh yes, our robot friend.
We're such bad friends.
We are.
Where's
We're
Robbie?
ready to go.
See.
Where have you?
I mean, who knows him honestly?
Our friend Robbie has been interested in religion recently, and he went looking. Do I know that he went looking? Did I overhear that?
that he
because-
went.
Because
Looking
that was between Thalia and no, he said that to all of us.
Yeah, that was to
Mhm.
everybody.
Uh-huh.
He kept bringing back
He-
pamphlets and stuff,
he-
right?
Probably still in your room.
He went looking. He went to a meeting with the Returned, and he said that he would be fine and he would be back in the morning, and he has not returned yet.
The mayor takes a second. The mayor looks over to Ergen. And Ergen just kind of, he looks and goes, "Fine. I'll find him. Rest assured, your mechanical friend will be found and safely returned to you. In fact, if I can find him, I will arrange to have him meet you in Long Pike." To
So-
sort of explain,
Yeah, outside question. Is Mike
Yes.
not going to be with us for a little bit, so we're trying to move Robbie away?
Mike should be back next week.
Okay. I just
There's
didn't
a
know
plan in
if,
place.
because I wanted
There's
to
a
be
plan in
like,
place.
no, we should find Robbie. But if you were like, no, I don't want Robbie, I didn't want to push it.
No, that's totally fine. And I appreciate the fact that you're like, we should go find our robot friend. And if you want to spend the time to go find your robot friend, fucking go for it.
I mean, I personally trust Jürgen. You seem like a capable individual.
My name is Ergen, but yes,
What did I call him?
there is no why. I don't ask
Jürgen.
why. I find out why.
What did I call him?
You called me
Jürgen.
Jürgen.
Jürgen?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
thought it was Durgan.
It's okay. I've literally forgot his name for the past month and a half, and he's one of the most important people to me.
He's kind
That
of
time,
he's a
he was
named
big-
NPC.
He was a big deal for me, and I was like,
He was
that
like
guy,
three-quarter-
what's his name?
He was like 3/4 of your plot.
yeah, pretty
Uh,
I'm gonna message Ergen and just ask, do you think this is connected to last night?
you get a message back
Smiley face.
that says,
It's an ooh ooh face.
somewhat will explain later.
Dang it, I can't say it's true.
Hmm?
No, that's not something I can hear.
Before we
you can-
Oh, come on.
So Thrall, you can get, if you want to get like, for message.
Do I have to say that out loud?
No. Point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. If you wanted to, so Thrall, if you wanted to make an insight check to kind of get a feel for like, because it's one of those things where like you feel like two people are having a conversation that you're not included in.
Every day of my life.
Oh. Oh no.
Now I'm sad.
Now I'm sad.
Brandon, I'll always have a conversation with you.
It's adorable.
What the fuck?
Like-
that?
You just scared Brandon. He went,
Sounds like a dying.
So it's supposed to sound like.
Sounds like a dying insight check.
I mean,
What was your roll?
I thought you
22.
got dice.
I did.
Yeah, you heard the
You gotta
roll.
look- you gotta
Oh,
look at
I
the
didn't hear
screen.
the roll. No.
Gotta
So
get those plus bonuses.
So I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
You're forgiven.
Thalia, if you want to make a deception check, and Ergen will do the same. Or actually, is it deception because you're not lying directly to
It
him?
might be sleight of hand.
I was gonna say is that-
Stealth. That's
Is
just
this-
you're just
yeah.
straight up having a sneaky conversation.
Okay.
That's just a straight up stealth check.
Oh my god, Chris. I don't like that face Chris just made.
It's a 17.
That's
17?
a nat 20.
That is a crit from Ergen.
Yes.
I knew it.
So Thrall, you get the feeling, you get the vibe that there's a side conversation happening, and that Thalia and Ergen are having a side conversation, but you don't know what it's about because you're hearing you're having some you're hearing some whispered conversations, like a completely sidebar conversation. And Ergen is completely stone faced and he looks exactly the same as he normally does. His calm, cool, placated self. And as Ergen mentions that he's going to send people out to find Robbie, he goes, I just want you to understand how important this is being. You're not walking to Long Pike. You're not taking a cart to Long Pike. You are going to Long Pike.
You have to do one of the things you mentioned to generally get somewhere.
Do you have a teleportation circle?
We've called in a few favors. And he starts to walk around the table, running his hand across the surface of the table. And as he does, you start to see arcane symbols pop up on this table.
Uh-oh.
And as he completes the circuit, the table sort of recedes into the floor. And where the stone was, there is suddenly this inky black circle in the floor.
Sacrifice.
Do I know what this is?
Yes. Anyone who's done anything Arcana and magic wise, this is a massive teleportation circle.
Okay. Whew. Okay.
Normally, this is sort of like you open it and it's up for a couple of seconds, just because of the tremendous amount of power it takes to charge one of these. Think of it like a 9-volt battery versus a diesel truck battery. Like that's the power scale that you're looking at. And granted, teleportation is a thing that exists in the world, and you have all heard stories of people being transported huge distances instantly, usually across continents and to other planes and things like that. This is not normal. And to go something that you can travel in 3 days via teleportation is almost unheard of. It's like taking your Learjet from it's like taking your Learjet for like a 2-hour drive because you want to get there in 15 minutes.
How big is this portal?
The portal is The portal is probably 10 feet across because it's the center ring of this enormous conference table.
Excellent.
So you want us to go to this place, but what about, well, one, you're going to find Robbie, which is great. Two, what about our friend Core, who is now mysteriously under the city somewhere?
Through a door.
And there might be.
Are we? So you want us to go through here, find out what's going on at Long Pike, and then come back? Is there a way for us to get back quickly, or do we have to make that journey back?
He makes a good point.
I can always let Ergen know if something really bad's going down in Long Pike.
Mm.
That's an
Curtis, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do.
Oh,
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Find Steed.
Okay. Okay.
You have to find it?
Okay. What
This
steed would
Lami
you like
wandering
What
around.
steed would you like to have
Oh.
show up?
Oh, we discussed this. I
Yes.
haven't.
Give me a description. Tell me how does Lami find his steed?
is this a new spell? You
I
guys?
love this
Yes.
spell.
I've been putting it off for a long time.
I love that
Even
you
in the
preface
sewer.
this with Curtis. I apologize for what I'm about to do.
Oh, I'm just excited. Go on.
It's a shiny, ethereal, ghostly looking hippogriff.
Oh,
There we
So
go.
how do you call it out of the ether?
How should I call it out? I'm just gonna go into like some like
come and give me a hug.
meditation-y state, and then
Okay.
it's just gonna poof up.
So you guys see Lami kneel, kind of like go down on one knee with his sword at the edge of the circle.
See
bow his head.
T-boning.
Kind of, except less douchey. And next to him, as if it's stepping like from behind a curtain, you guys see this silvery, the same kind of smoky effect that you see out of Korra, but this silvery beak and head, and then this full hippogriff kind of steps through. Wings are tucked at its side, and it just stands next to Lami and is looking at the portal, and it looks a little angry.
Is there anything near me?
I was about to say, I'm gonna look straight at Roman and go, "You gonna fucking throw a cup of that thing?"
I was about to ask if there was something near me.
I'm gonna be like,
You
"You
can-
can throw something at it."
There's some stuff. There's like a wine glass on the table.
I throw a wine glass
Picks
at
up
it.
the mayor. Ah!
Give me a ranged attack,
Picks up Maury.
Get him, please. Please don't throw me.
Am I proficient in wine glasses?
No, because it's an improvised attack.
So is it just a
So it's
straight
just-
roll? Is it plus strength?
roll plus strength?
13 plus 5.
Okay.
So 18.
Make okay. Lami, if you want to make a dex save. And I don't know what your hippogriff stats are.
I have to figure that out too, but I rolled a 13.
Okay, meet or exceed. So we'll say that like you have inspiration if you want to burn it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn it just for fun. Yeah, that's a nat 20. I like this.
So you reach out. Actually, how do you want to do this? How do you defeat this wine glass hurled at you?
I hurl at him. Throw in his
It-
direction.
it's an extension of me though, Chris.
So there's like
Oh.
fruit ninja style.
How do I want to do it? I'm just gonna like swipe at it, just like bam.
Okay. No, this wine glass you swat out of the air and it tumbles into the portal. And just, you hear like it's kind of like a wet slurping sound, like it just went into water, but it's just gone on the other side.
Ronan, you see this? This is not a scary hippogriff. It's a piece of me, and I like you, so it likes you. I think.
You're a dragon, and that is not a dragon.
Correct.
How is not a dragon part of dragon?
Paladin superpowers, don't ask.
Don't ask questions.
We don't ask the paladins questions.
But if I'm going through a portal to potentially save the world, I need to look badass doing it.
So hippogriff good.
The mayor who's got what's everybody's passive perceptions?
10.
I think it's 14, maybe.
15.
Who's got over a 15?
I have 11. That's it.
If anyone would, it would be Thalia or Robbie.
I have a 14 passive
DP, I think you're
perception.
muted.
I think Frank is 15,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
So you guys all kind of a couple of you notice everyone who's above like a 13 notice that the mayor kind of sighs, reaches into his pocket, puts a coin on the table, and slides it over to Ergen.
What?
So we never. Is there a way for us to get back, or do we make our own way back?
Ergen looks at you guys and goes, Thalia can message me, and I will hopefully be able to bribe the right people and get this portal open again. If not, I'll let you know that I can't, and you guys can make your own way back.
Sounds
Understood.
good. So we're just going over, seeing what's going on, killing anything bad, and coming back.
Or just please don't kill the civilians if there's any left.
I said anything bad,
Well,
and I
guess we
jumped
heard
through
it.
the portal.
I
Okay.
follow.
2 people swan dive through the portal,
I'm hopping on Frank's back and I'm jumping through.
jumping through.
Hey, Mori has mounted combat now too.
I'm gonna hop through.
Okay, everybody's in.
I'm gonna literally put like Cora like on my shoulders or like pick her up actually off the ground, struggling most likely, and then just kind of fall into the portal like, oh, here we go.
This is a majestic beast being led
Majestic.
by Lythar.
She's a big baby.
Is she bigger than you, or is she like a normal
No,
size?
I mean I'm like 6. What am I? I'm 6 foot something.
You're 6
This-
foot, but you weigh less than a bag of potato chips.
Yeah, I'm
You're like the
100.
skinniest
This-
boy.
I
this-
don't know
wolf-
why I'm so light. I weigh.
But I'm saying like it's a normal size wolf.
no. She's
No, it's a big
little
wolf.
Think
bigger.
dire. I said it as we were on
Ghost.
break. Think dire wolf.
Okay.
Like think ghost, but like ghost just came out of like a hot bath in a cold day, and there's all that like
Yeah,
smoke.
Lythar ain't picking that up.
Like Cora kind of begrudgingly
She helps.
accepts this, and she like kind of goes up on his one shoulder, and she's not happy about it, but she's like, whatever, we're going places. I don't like this portal. Let's go.
She's my baby.
As you guys come through this, like you fall into this portal, you feel this rushing sensation as if you are being carried on the wind. And you come out. You come out of this
Get out.
portal on the main street of Long Pike, a very familiar sight to most of you.
Mhm.
And lo and behold, the Longer Pike Inn is on fire. And it is surrounded by some very, very familiar looking furry creatures.
Ah!
The
I
bugbears!
would like to rage.
If Lythar could rage, he would rage. But
Hey Josh, are you feeling up for a real quick round of combat?
We can do a quick one.
Great. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Yeah. Do I rage before initiative?
You can rage as a free action before initiative. Like
Dope.
we'll say that like you come through the portal because you're like one of the first ones in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you pop up and you see the javelin with the ribbons on it, and you get angry.
did you roll a nat 20, Brandon?
I did.
Can I also
Nice.
ask to roll initiative and also a perception check to see if I can recognize any of these bugbears as the ones that me and Ronan
you guys
discussed?
you recognize all of you see like this the inn is on fire. There's people running and screaming for buckets and things, and you do see a bugbear with a couple of javelins with red ribbons tailed on them, and
Brandon,
you all
I
recognize that.
I also rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a 19 plus 2, the 21.
Okay.
Total of 19 for me.
Initiative.
Okay.
70, 21. Sorry.
So, all right. Let's start with Ronan.
Oh, I have to roll on my table. What is it? A D8?
Give me an initiative roll first, so I can
21.
move on. Okay. Thrall, what was yours? Was a nat 20?
Yeah, so it's
Great.
21.
What's yours? Okay. Ronan, Thrall, Maury, how'd you do?
I got a 13 total.
Okay,
Yo,
Josh.
The
Money.
equalizer
19.
It's gonna
is
happen.
here.
Sounds like
You had a 19, Josh, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick, you had a nat 20 as well.
Yeah, and my initiative is +5, so 25,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
5. Thalia, how'd you do?
I got a 5.
Yeah.
She's still having troubles.
I
from
need to
the
get
night
you new
before.
dice.
I have lots of dice. I have lots of d20s.
Okay.
They're betraying me today, though.
Dice jail.
But they're on my critical role dice.
Is that a third D20?
Boy.
Is that 3 D20s?
Uh,
Or D20s, Jesus Christ. Nat 20s?
yeah.
How does that work? Whoever has the
Get fucked.
better.
So
It's a
let me-
modifier, right? So whoever ends
Um,
up with the highest thing.
whoever's got the highest mod. So right now it's a race between Thrall, Lythar, and the Bugbear Chieftain.
The big boy that we tried to
big
kill
boy.
like, twice.
I almost killed him. He almost killed
Yeah.
me, but I almost killed him.
Yeah,
I've almost died twice.
I have the lowest health points, I think, out of all of us.
Okay.
Oh no.
Josh, what are your health points total?
70.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
I got
Dude, my wolf-
65.
Has only 2 less hit points than me. That's ridiculous. My rolls were so lucky for that.
Oh, I've got 10 temporary hit points from Mori too. I never took away. They're still there.
Oh, oops.
No, that's not an oops. That's a good thing.
Okay. So you guys dropped into the center of town. You are about 60 feet from these bugbears. And you see there are 4 of them that you can see. 3 of them just have like, one of them has a maul, one of them has an axe, one of them has a short bow. And then you see one that's looks like he's wearing some cobbled together plate mail, with javelins over his one shoulder, and what looks like some kind of really angry looking two-handed sword. And Lythar, you
Oh,
and
I
Cora
won,
are
baby.
up first. So the way that works is everyone who rolled a nat 20 is basically in the same batch of first initiative. And then so Lythar has the +5, so he goes first in that batch. And actually Ronan, because you got your surprise rage. What's your rage effect?
That is a 2, which
Oh,
does. I teleport up to 20 feet.
Oh, no.
He's got the teleport again
Yeah.
as a bonus action, which
I'm
is
terrified.
important.
I'm so
So,
excited to see this.
where would you like to teleport? Do you want to teleport 20 feet closer?
Oh, am I first?
No, you get to teleport because you did that. Like you saw the bugbear, you raged, and I feel like you blinked 20 feet towards him.
Yes, I would instantly blink 20 feet towards him.
So with this this scream that is a lot more personal than it was last time, Ronan disappears and appears further down the main stretch, pulling out his weapons and just roaring. And so Lythar, you're up.
so Cora has to be within 5 feet to bite. What's her? Does she have like a travel?
She's got
Movement
40,
speed?
40 feet of movement.
And how far away are they?
You guys are about 60 feet away.
Well, I'm going to take a shot at the bugbear with the short bow because I'm the only ranged boy here, and I don't want him trying to pick off my friends.
Maury's a ranged boy.
That's true.
Don't forget
Okay, you're
about
right.
Maury.
He's got a
has the
gun that's
equalizer.
twice his size. But still, I'm going to go for this guy first.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a shot. That's a 14 plus...
That'll hit.
Yeah, that's a
14 plus a bunch.
plus 11, so that'll hit. And then damage is a D8 plus 6. Where's my D8? Is this it? No, this is it. Yes. That's an 8 plus 6. So 14.
Okay.
Thank you for the math.
So yeah, you get a good clean shot off, and you catch him by surprise in the shoulder as he's starting to turn. You catch him in the shoulder. So you have an extra attack, or you can use that to.
So since we're too far away to let her attack, I want to say as a unit, me and her are going to walk like, let's say like 20 feet closer. And
Okay.
then can I shoot again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because moving is telling her to move is a free action. Yes. So
Right.
if she's not attacking, she can move.
Right. So just the both of us are going to move a little closer.
Yep.
And
So
then I'm going to take
okay.
another shot at the same guy.
Okay. Give me another sweet attack roll.
And that is a 16.
On the die, or 16 total.
16 total.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. And then that's a 2 plus 6. So that's an 8
Okay.
damage.
Total. Okay, so yeah, you've moved up and gotten 2 good clean shots in. So the chieftain, hearing his buddy get shot up a little bit, turns towards you and sees
A familiar face.
a very familiar assortment of people,
And he rages.
and he sees a angry familiar large man, and he recognizes you, and he starts to run.
Is Ronan
Run
closer to
where?
him than I am? 'Cause I
You-
only went up 20 feet.
Ronan teleported 20 feet, and you guys all came out pretty much on the same spot, so you guys are like are next to each other.
Protect me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. I'm so
Where's
squishy.
the bugbear running?
The
Is he running
bugbear is running
where?
away.
Oh,
Oh.
away. I thought he was going to run towards
He
us.
is turned, and he is booking it.
What a
And he's
bitch.
the
he's
chieftain or
running
just a
down
regular?
the street
What a little bitch.
away from you guys, and he's burning like his entire movement.
Is this the chieftain?
This is the chieftain.
Maury, snipe his ass.
He gets about 40 feet away because he's a little slowed down by the plate.
So is he now 80 feet from me?
He is now
Because he was 40 feet away before. If
Yes.
he goes 40 feet, that's 80 feet.
he's 80 feet
Okay.
away from you, and he's gonna turn at that 80 feet, and as he's kind of running backwards, he's gonna reach over his shoulder, pull out a javelin, and just huck it at you, Lythar.
Shit.
Actually, no, he's gonna throw it at Ronan because Ronan is larger and also scarier.
I'm not going to take that as a bad
Glad
thing.
it wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Well, he didn't remember I was kidding.
Don't tell me he wasn't at 20.
No, he didn't. That's a 22 to hit, Ronan.
16 armor class, so that hits.
So
This better not be a Boromir situation. Oh!
I am
Oh.
raging, so this is fine.
You're going to be like, I'm fine. Javelin to the skull. Not affected.
That is 12 piercing damage
So 6.
before your resistance. So he gets a good throw in, and
Yeah.
it pings off of your kind of just whizzes by you and scrapes you up a little bit. It's nothing super fatal, and you're a little too angry to notice.
There goes my javelin.
He kept it.
And now Thrall, you're up.
I'm
Oh
listening,
man, I
I'm just
can't really do
moving.
anything. I want to move the 30 feet towards him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you are now.
That's about it.
Okay, so you can use your action to dash and cover another 30 feet, and you can close to within 20 feet of him, or you can start dealing with the dudes at the Long Pike Inn who have not moved yet.
Oh no, I'm going after him.
You're going after the big guy? All
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
As you're starting to run, you're just looking to kill? You want to put him down?
Oh yeah.
Is that's the thought kind of running through your head?
He almost killed me. Time to get him back.
Have you pulled your katana yet?
No, I'm kind of just running with my
You're
hand.
just kind of running with your hand on it. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
But let me
tell you. 17.
17. Okay, you. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing happens.
I was probably gonna get tripped.
But you're as you're running, you feel like that tunnel vision almost. You're hyper focused on this dude. So Ronan.
Didn't Lami also roll in that 20?
No, I had a 19 total.
He has a 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 21. You're the highest non-crit.
Okay.
We had a lot of crits this.
So it is now my turn.
Correct.
That's what you're saying. I would like to move 40 feet towards the chieftain.
What's your speed?
40 feet.
It is.
Mm-hmm. And then I would like to teleport an additional 20 feet.
Okay.
And then I
You're
would like
within
to
20 feet of this fucker.
So I am now throwing my hook chain at him.
Great. So you as you're running, you start to like drop a little bit of chain, start to get that momentum like a lasso. And then as you're running, you take that step, blink forward, and throw. Give me a ranged.
Dude, this
Give me
sounds
that.
so badass.
Give me
It
that
does.
hook chain attack.
That is a natural 20.
Melee shoot
The hook
Roadhog.
flings out and sinks in to the chest plate that he's wearing and drops him to the ground as he's running, because you just like boop and just pulled his feet out from under him, and he is prone. He's supine technically because he's on his back, but he is on the ground.
Okay. So hook chain does 1d4 plus 5 damage. Or is that if I choose to attack with it?
It'll do
know.
it'll do the 1d4.
Well, that is a 1. Plus,
Okay.
is it plus the 5? So it's a
It
6?
is plus the 5
Okay.
because it is strength.
So it's a 6.
So you So yeah, you know, so yeah, you've got the chain and you have dropped him to his back.
Okay. Is pulling him a bonus action?
It will be a bonus action.
I would like to attempt to pull
So-
him.
So because he's prone and he doesn't have anything to grab, like you've just taken the legs out from under him. You're just like, honestly, because of the crit, you got him and you pull, and the pull that pulls his feet out from under him just yanks him back.
Ow! My
So
excitedness.
he pulls forward and bounces twice and is at your feet.
I would like to attack him with my hook sword.
With your second attack,
Yes.
you get advantage because he is prone and in melee range.
All right. That is another natural 20. I can show you if you want.
I'll believe you.
Okay.
So double your damage, please.
Hook
Thor's
sword
about to have
is
a
1d10 plus 5.
Because you are one-handing it, correct?
Yes. I think it's... I didn't write down what it was if it was two-hand, but I'm one-handing it currently, which I rolled a 2. So
that's a 7.
So that's 7, 8, 9, because it's a crit? I double the dice? Or
Oh
do
no,
I
you roll
twice?
twice.
Okay. And that is a 0.
How do you get a 0?
On a
That's a 10.
no, that's a 10.
Oh, okay. Cool. So then I get a
12.
10.
So that went from a 7 to a 17. Math is very difficult.
I was like 0. What? I
Uh,
don't have a 0 on mine.
So you did 15 damage.
Okay. That's good.
17.
17.
2, 10, and 5. Math is hard.
Doesn't he get
We're
the
music
plus 5
people, not
twice because he rolled
mathematicians.
twice?
Not you. You're doubling the damage. I don't think you double proficiency.
I don't think you do.
We only
I have
to
no
do
idea.
4.
All of the modifiers that aren't. I don't know. We'll have to look that up sometime.
Hang on.
While that's happening, can I roll for my second attack?
Your first attack was throwing the hook.
My extra attack?
Your extra attack was with the weapon. Throw is first because you're attacking with the chain hook.
Uh-huh.
Bonus action to pull.
But you said because
Extra
it was a
attack
nat
is-
20, I pulled him anyway.
You pulled the bonus action. You pulled him and kept because normally it would be resisted
Mm-hmm.
because he was basically like because you crit the hook. He did not resist.
Ah, okay.
So
So I
instead of
still
being a
used my
strength
bonus
contest.
action, and I attacked him
Yeah.
my second time with the sword. Okay.
So Josh, you roll double the dice, and then add the modifier once, which is why smiting you roll the weapon dice
Yes,
and
yes,
then the
yes,
smite
yes.
dice.
Right.
So Ronan has handily put this man within smiting distance. Lami, you're up.
Lobby! Burn him to the ground!
You have mounted this hippogriff,
Yes.
and it smells blood. It's hungry.
Is it like a shark? Is that how it works?
Are there other
Caw.
bugbears other than the one that ran away?
There are 3 currently around the inn. The burning down Longer Pike Inn.
Is that the one I shot at by the
Uh,
inn?
Oh, you shot one of them. There's one with an axe and one with a hammer.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know
Oh
what I
yeah,
said earlier, but
because the chieftain ran away. Okay.
the chieftain saw you guys come through and was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
He's a
How
old
far
bitch.
away
Fuck
are
this
they
shit,
from-
I'm out. 60 feet. The 3 dudes near you are 60 feet away.
They're 60 feet away, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Can I fly?
Not yet.
See, that's a pain because then I could move 60 feet.
What's a hippogriff speed? Nope. That's
40
it gave me miles per hour.
Which you could convert into feet per second.
Apparently, Harry Potter hippogriff speed is
It's-
29 miles an hour. It is 40 feet for hippogriff.
Yeah, it's 40 feet.
You could ride the hippogriff 40 feet and then jump off of it.
I wonder what kind of miles per gallon the hippogriff gets.
What is hippogriff mile per?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna dash at the one guy on my mount. Whoever's closest.
Okay, so you're gonna burn your whole thing to just get in there.
Yeah.
Can you trample on him? Hang on.
I don't think so. Unless you wanna do something with that.
I think there's a separate class. Yeah, none of these include trampling. There is a fun fact. There's a knight subclass that gets into mounted combat where you can.
There's
like,
a mounted
run-
combat feat that I'm gonna take, just so you know. That's gonna be fun.
So you've kind of run in there, and do you want to end up between, there's basically like there's a convenient 5-foot gap between each of these bugbears. Do you want to end up between
Oh yeah, right in the middle.
the bow guy, the axe guy, or the hammer guy? Pick two you want to stay between, because they're kind of in a line outside the front of the inn.
Axe and hammer guy.
Okay, so you've waited thick into melee range. Perfect. Maury, so you were mounted on Frank.
All right. I am going to hop off Frank. And we like take the same action at the same time, right? Like
He follows you immediately, but
okay.
For instances like this, if you want him to move up or do things, your combat is basically at the same time.
I want him to like get nice and comfy to Mr. Hammer guy.
Okay.
Make it that far.
He can spend his entire turn getting up to the Hammerman.
All right, that's fine. And then I am going shot with the equalizer because I want to use it
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
at the bow guy.
Are you using
Oh, yeah.
explosive ammo or just regular ammo?
Oh yeah, I'm going to use his explosive ammo.
Perfect. You only got 6 of those.
That's fine. I just want to do it.
He wants to show off his new
I want
toy.
a crit more than anything in this world.
Please have him implode from the inside.
Not quite. I got a 21 to hit.
That will absolutely hit.
Yes.
Nice.
Roll me damage. Which one are you shooting at?
bow
Oh,
guy.
guy.
Bowman. All right.
Hey, that's me.
So
Kill
is he
count.
2 sizes larger than me?
He is not. He's only 1. He's a medium creature.
Okay, so
This was built to help you fuck up a dragon, not necessarily the local bugbear population.
okay. So you might have to walk me through this because
Okay.
there's a lot of D10s.
So you are doing. Oh god, this was fucking dumb. So it is 2d10.
Okay,
And you're using explosive rounds. So since you're hitting,
they have to make a dex save.
the target has to make a dex save.
Okay, so
Um,
which is my intelligence plus my
So- What's your intelligence modifier?
+3 and my proficiency
8
is
plus 3 plus 3. So it has to beat a 14 to not take a bunch of extra fire damage. So give me the 2d10 for the first one and I'll roll the dex save.
Do I add my proficiency bonus to this
just
too?
went-
You will add, what does Lythar do for his stuff for damage? You will add intelligence to the damage as well. So it'll be 2d10 plus 3.
Okay, so 14 total.
14 total. Okay. Oh boy. And then roll that 1d10
Nice.
because he botched the save.
Oh yeah, I saw that face.
So that's an extra 6.
That is an extra 6. How do you want to do this?
I
Took
literally
him out in the first round. Hell yeah.
I literally just want to like him to explode and vaporize.
Okay.
There.
So he's taken 2 bow shots. And all of a sudden this dragon on a hippogriff rides by, and this metal man in like plate with a shield just goes kong kong kong. And the axe and hammer guy are like, oh, what the hell's going on? And you hear this crack. And then from next to them you hear this poof. And there is no longer a third bugbear. And there's a weird pile of kind of cinder, like there's this pile of like kind of smoking debris where this bugbear used to be.
Like you said, there's this pyre.
This pile of like it's like it's not quite ashes. There's a pair of like bugbear boots filling like just
Smoke coming out of the boots.
yep, smoke coming out of the boots. It's basically a cartoon.
It's like
Congrats,
SpongeBob.
you're Yosemite Sam.
All right. So
Is there anything else you want to do? Core's character page up. No wonder I can't fucking find anything.
how many times can I do that? Can I attack with that 3 times?
So it's a 2-handed weapon, so you don't get offhanded attack. You need to it's a single shot.
So I have to reload too.
Yeah.
It's like the
reload it.
sparks, buddy.
Okay.
It's the sparks.
So do I take my extra attack to reload?
You for this you can hang on. Oh god. Because
Look
I
at all our new toys.
trying to relearn.
There's also a misfire mechanic that I don't.
There is a misfire. So if you roll a 1 on your attack, the gun will misfire. If
Okay,
it you have to then take your action to use your
Unjam it.
tools to try and unjam it. If you botch that roll, the gun is damaged beyond repair until you can mend it
Gotcha.
with mending. Equal to reload score. You must spend 1 attack or 1 action to reload. So you would burn your second attack to reload for the next round.
Gotcha. All right, then I'll do that. I'll reload a regular round though, not an expensive one.
Regular bullet.
Regular bullet.
Please tell me, like, after that explosion, Mari's just sitting there with the biggest ass smile. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I just blew that guy up. This thing is pretty sweet.
Did it knock him on his butt?
Yeah.
I feel like you are either brave. For some reason, I pictured you like you dropped down to like one knee and like a shooter crouch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you've got it pretty well braced.
Did it come with a tripod installed?
He is the tripod.
Frank
Okay.
becomes the tripod.
Frank
Frank holds it up.
You can turn Frank into a turret if you really felt like it. I'm afraid of that, in all honesty.
I mean, I have a homunculus servant that I haven't used yet. So
Okay, so one of those bugbears is dead now, and the other two finally got a turn. And they just watched their friend fucking vaporize. The dude with the hammer is going to go foist. And he's going to take a swing.
they're
At,
not running away like little bitches.
they're suddenly getting attacked out of nowhere. Well, that's not going to do what I wanted to. Lami, what's your AC?
21.
Okay, and the axe guy. So they both kind of panic react and they turn and dunk, and it literally just pings off your armor. Like no fucking concerns here.
Nice.
And once they see that they're like their biggest swing and they finally get a good like once over at you, they also turn and start to run because they swing and they're like, what the fuck? And they look and they're like, what the fuck? And then they start running and
Nice.
screaming at each other in Goblin. If anyone speaks Goblin, I can provide a translation that will definitely make this video not safe for work.
Nope,
Nope.
not me.
nope.
Waiting for Thalia to chime in.
No, sorry, I do not.
Yeah, darn. So they turn and run. Lami, you get an opportunity attack against the target of your choice.
All right. Wow. Which ones are?
It's the axe bro and the hammer bro.
Have either of them been hit?
No.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go for the axe.
The short bow guy got bullied really quickly though.
That was my plan.
Yeah, I'm going for the axe boy.
All right,
I'm gonna use a first level smite just for. It's a 19 to hit.
that'll do it.
Perfect.
Thump him,
Perfect.
Time for the thumper.
dude.
That is 25 damage.
Against axe boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus.
Okay. So you catch him with your sword, and what smite did you use? Just like a regular.
Just a regular divine smite.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
So he's
2d8.
not on fire or anything. But he's not happy about it, and he takes off into the woods. They get 30 feet away from you guys, which I think is like 20 feet from Ronan, if my math is right.
Well, the chieftain went running down the street.
Wait, they're following. They're 10 feet behind you. Yes. because he made it 40 feet from the rest of the group.
Mhm.
And they're moving their full 30. And so they're like 10 feet behind you right now, Ronan. And they've kind of taken off. Thalia, what would you like to do, friend?
Can I get within 60 feet of either of them?
You
I think move speed is 30. But I could be wrong.
you would have to dash. And I
Hmm.
don't and that was so the dash would get you within 30 of them.
I will.
But then you'd
I'll
go ahead.
pass. I'll kind of look up, look at everyone else handling it very obviously. I'm just gonna say, well, I guess I know what I'm good for. Pull out some instruments and
Oh.
there we go.
what do
Bardic
we have?
Inspiration for Lythar.
What?
Lythar gets Bardic Inspiration. All right.
Yep. I know I don't have a violin, but I really like the song, so.
This is gonna get us demonetized so quickly, but that's fine.
I was hoping for Eye of the Tiger personally.
This is basically Eye of the Tiger. The town actually looks very similar to the one in this music video.
I love that you have these at the ready.
oh,
you're
she-
just ready to
she-
go.
It's
So impressive.
Rachel found me a bagpipe version of Kumbaya, and I was like, I literally can't ask for anything else.
Oh, you can, and I will try my best to find it.
Lythar, you're up, boyo.
Wait, what about Thrall?
Thrall's third on the list. Like he was running to catch up with
Oh, my bad.
he's running to catch up with the chieftain. Thanks for checking in on that though. I appreciate it. Means you're paying
I
attention.
felt like I did not hear him, so that's why I was like, isn't it his? Okay.
Well, I didn't attack. I just moved.
Okay. I'm gonna take. How far away is the chieftain and the other two boys, the hammer and axe guy?
30. So the hammer and axe boys are 50 feet away. The chieftain is 60 feet, but he is prone, and Ronan is between you and him.
And I have
But-
okay.
You have disadvantage against prone targets.
Yes. So and Lami attacked the axe guy.
Yep.
How far away are they from me?
They are 50 feet.
50. God damn it! Isn't her movement's 40? Isn't it?
You got these dudes on the run, effectively.
Is that right?
They're
Is her
gonna
movement-
come back.
Her movement's 40.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a shot at the axe boy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a. That is a 9 plus 11, 21.
Yep.
To hit,
That'll hit.
and then that's a 9 damage.
Okay. Okay. Then you still have you have your second attack, you have your movement, and your bonus
Yeah.
action still.
So then we're gonna move our max distance closer to them,
Okay.
which is 35 for me.
Mhm.
So we'll do 35 feet closer.
So
So we
I
are
was-
now.
you're 15 feet, or yeah, you guys are both 15 feet away.
So I'm gonna take another shot at Mr. Axe Boy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a 15 plus 11. So that's
That'll hit.
Yep, that does it, and that's another 9 damage.
Cool. How do you want to do this?
Boom.
That's
Is
exactly
he
how
like
he wants to
running
do it.
away as this is happening?
Yeah,
Is he
they're like
running as I'm shooting at him.
these. Yeah, basically like these are all of these actions are happening almost instantaneously, but everything takes up like kind of the same 6 seconds.
So as he's running away, my first shot is gonna shoot right through the back of his leg and come out of his kneecap. And he's gonna fall to like his knees because obviously you're probably not gonna be able to move after that. He's gonna be like, ah! And the second shot, as he's doing that, is gonna go straight through the back of his skull and come out his forehead, and just come through and fall to the ground. And you're just gonna slowly see him go and fall to the ground dead.
All right.
Sorry that was graphic, guys, but I was really
I appreciate the sheer variety of
Murder
when I say how do you want to do this, I get very different reactions from everybody.
I appreciate that you ask us how we want to do it.
It's one of those things that I've really started to enjoy. So that's your turn. The chiefty boy is going to stand up and attempt to remove the hook from the back of his armor.
Oh, so he's still hooked.
Oh yeah, no, this hook is
stays.
He is hooked. And so Ronan, this is going to be one of those contested roles that we have.
A straight strength?
You will be doing strength. I will get to do other things.
That is an 18 plus 5.
Hell yeah.
23. I can count.
On my hand.
He does not make it out. So instead, he's going to reach into his belt and pull out a dagger, and he's going to turn and get real close into you and take a couple of take a stab at you. Ugh. That's 14.
Misses.
And that's a 20.
Hits.
So second stab, he like gets it, and this isn't just like I'm stabbing. This is like he's got his body behind this. He's driving it basically with his elbow as it gets in there. Does to those a plus so 11.
Okay. Is that before or after?
That is before the reduction.
So 5 or 6?
We'll round down.
Okay.
Give me a con save.
This is a 4 plus 7. So an 11.
Yeah. Okay, so as you feel this dagger kind of slip in and kind of cut, just stab deep into your midsection, you feel this kind of ache start to spread from that point, and you feel like it feels like how you feel after a long night of drinking.
A Morgul dagger.
You are now you've now been poisoned.
Okay. I don't know what that does, but
It poisons you.
okay.
It poisons you.
Do I take damage
And
now
I'll
or
tell you
damage
what-
later?
I'll tell you what happens on your next turn.
Poisons you.
Okay.
Hey Thrall, what would you like to do? You can get to Ronan this turn and the Bugbear Chieftain and fucking lay into him.
How far away is he?
Because you moved your full speed. Ronan hooked him back. I think you're like 20, 25 feet. Like you'd be able to get there and still have your actions.
All right, I'm gonna move toward him.
Go off,
Okay.
samurai. Go off.
I have a question before Thrall's
Yes.
turn. Did the other bugbear have to run past Thrall? The axe boy and the hammer boy?
He kept far enough away. Like
Okay.
they pulled a little further away. They kept out of reach.
Okay.
If you had his glaive, if you had like your glaive out ready to go, I would have gone with the opportunity attack. But so far, I don't think you've drawn a weapon.
No,
You're running like doing that cool Naruto run.
pretty much.
Well,
Samurai run.
Samurai run. You're right. So you can definitely get up there, and he's now standing up, so you're not getting at advantage. He's not prone.
Okay. So how does this 1d12 plus 15 work? It says if your enemy's next to you, you can make them do a DC 15. Take 1d12.
The hell is that?
I don't know. It's on the thing.
That's weird.
Is it not supposed to be on that thing?
That should not be on that thing.
Okay.
I don't know why that is there. So this will just be the 1d10 plus 5.
Gotcha. All right.
Uh.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I guess I'll use fighting spirit.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm gonna hit him. We'll attempt to hit him.
Okay.
Whoa.
2 attacks at advantage.
We have first one's a 12 hit, which
Is that with the advantage?
with the advantage, correct?
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Okay. And your second attack?
That is a 23
Okay.
with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. So your second swing hits. Roll damage for me.
$13.
13. Great. Okay. And sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that was my extra attack. So yeah, that's
Okay.
all I got.
When you hit so your first swipe pings off of his armor, and your second one gets kind of under the armor and cuts him across the ribs. And give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
It was 17.
17. It's a weird feeling because it feels like you can taste it. Like you've bitten your tongue, you've bitten your cheek, and you know what blood tastes like. And as you draw this blood, you get this weird coppery taste in your mouth. And Ronan, you're up.
All right. So I'm poisoned.
Correct.
Also, I don't think I've ever hit anything with melee while raging, at least that I can remember. I get a +2 to melee damage, so my 17 should have been a 19.
That's fine. That doesn't change too much. Because he's fucking pinned down.
So I would like to reckless attack.
Okay. So the poison, as I was going to explain before your turn started, the poison had you attack, like there's a little bit of weakness in your joints, and you would have been attacking at disadvantage, but because you are recklessly attacking, you are just doing a straight
Okay. That is a 10 plus 8.
Yep.
So
that'll hit.
18. I'll hit. Okay. So that's a D10, which is a 5 plus 7 because I'm raging.
Mhm.
And now here's a question. I can teleport, right?
Mhm.
What happens if I teleport while holding someone?
While grappling him.
Mm-hmm.
So right now he's grappled via the chain. If you let go of the hook and grabbed him, you could take. I don't think you can take somebody with you.
It doesn't say, so that's why I was asking.
It will not take you. It will not take him with you.
Oh, okay.
Because you can only you're only teleporting yourself. Because if you remember correctly, when Robbie was trapped by that mimicky box thing, he
Mhm.
teleported out of it.
Okay.
If you kept him on the chain and you teleported, the chain would just move, would come with you to your new location.
But it wouldn't yank him the 20 feet?
Correct.
Okay. So I would like to teleport 20 feet straight up and do a plunging attack. I don't know what that does, but I'm doing it for style.
Definitely style. I'll tell you that.
Look at that.
Here's a dumb question. Where's plunging attack?
It's not a thing. I'm doing it for style.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this a mechanic?
No.
Oh God. Okay. So are you letting
Classic
go of the?
Ronin.
Are you?
Well, the chain is still attached to me, and it's attached to him.
It's still in your other hand.
Mm-hmm.
So you're teleporting 20 feet up and doing you're dive bombing him.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll to it.
This is still
Roll
a
attack.
reckless attack, so it's just
Roll.
normal.
Straight roll.
That is a 12 plus 8.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that's a 20.
So roll damage.
Okay.
Add
As an 8 plus 7.
add 2d6
So we
to
got
the damage.
8
You're
plus
at
7,
15 right
which is
now.
15, and then 2d6, which is a 3 and a 5. So another 8.
Okay.
So
15 plus
15,
8.
16.
23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check to stick the landing.
Acrobatics is Dex. Do I have
Mhm.
that's saving
You do not have
throws.
proficiency.
Okay,
It is
so
not a
that's a
save.
19 plus 2.
You continue to fucking astound me. When you come down with this, because you still have the chain and you just follow down and you make this chop and you hit with the blade, you actually take 3 damage from the fall.
Okay. Is that before?
That's
or
after all.
That's after. Okay.
Yeah, that's after all your resistances.
Okay.
Because you pass the save, so you take half damage, and then you are raging, so you take half again. So I think you still have an extra attack.
Well, it would normally be an attack and then an offhand attack and then an extra attack.
Your offhand is currently full of keeping him in place.
Okay. So I
So
already
you
attacked
did
and
your-
extra attacked.
What
Can
was
I
your extra attack? Because
the plunging attack?
That's 1.
Mm-hmm. Didn't I?
So
Oh
you still have
no,
your
that
second
was the poison damage.
Correct.
So I still have an extra attack. Okay.
I
I'm
believe
dumb.
so.
Ooh. That is a 10 plus 8. So 18.
That hits.
Okay.
And this will
I
just be-
swear I hit him already.
We'll just keep going. I'm not super worried
Okay.
about it.
And that is a 1 plus 7. But
Okay.
at least I hit him. So that is an 8 total.
Okay.
And just for flavor, can I take my offhand and just give him a little slap in the face? Not to do damage, but just a little slap.
You're letting go of the chain to give him a bap.
I'll give him a backhanded chain held bap.
Okay. Cool. You're a jerk.
Very specific.
Lami.
I don't want to let him go.
Where is anybody now?
The hammer dude is 30 feet away from you. The chieftain is getting gang bullied. He's getting gang bullied by the hammer by the other dudes. By running in
Are they still trying to run away?
The one is currently running away. Yes,
So there's a chieftain, and then there's hammer dude.
bro. And that's it.
I'm just gonna look at the situation and call it handled and just move on with my life. Like, yep, they got him. He's running away. And I'm just gonna
Okay.
kind of
The building you're close to is on fire. Give me a perception check.
Oh right, that's on fire. Shit, I shouldn't be near this building.
What's your perception check?
Your boy's gonna get blamed for this. That's a 2. That's just a 2.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything. You're like, all right, my job is done. Everything's cool. You're hanging out next to this burning building. Because your public perception of this is everything's fine. I saved the day.
While
Now that
atop
that's
your
done.
noble steed.
Now that's done. Maury, you're up.
So what? Hammer Bro is running away.
Hammer Bro's running. He's still in range though.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. I guess I'll shoot Hammer Bro. Why not?
Okay. Ranged attack.
That is a 7 to hit.
That will go wide. So from behind you hear that crack.
It's like the heavy crossbow all over again.
Somewhere nearby, a tree splinters.
Oh God, I don't want to anger the tree spirits again.
The Lorax is going to come.
We have Kendrick or Lythar. We're good.
we got the elf boy. What would Frank like to do? Because Frank could probably run after Axe Boy and get it, or Hammer Bro and get in there.
Sure. Yeah, we'll send Frank after him. Can he he probably can't grapple or anything like that. No, he can't.
No. You could definitely get in the way and get an opportunity attack, as well as probably attack because he's got the speed for it. So he can run up, get a swing in, and then swing when Hammer Bro tries to run again.
And we'll do a force empowered rend.
Really get in there.
Yeah.
Did you upgrade his sword? Or no, he has a spear, doesn't he?
Yes, he has a spear, but he doesn't have an attack. You know what I'm saying? He only has the force empowered rend, so I don't know if that matters.
So what's what's damage on the force empowered rend?
It's 1d8 plus 2.
Yeah, we'll stick to the 1d8 plus 2.
Right. That is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 5 damage.
Okay. Cool. He's in range of all of that shenanigans. The bugbear with the hammer, seeing that his avenue of escape has been cut off, and sees that his chieftain is getting absolutely fucking bullied, looks around and throws up his hands and chucks his hammer in towards the burning building and just drops to his knees and just has his hand just puts his head down and puts his hands up, and he's screaming something in Goblin, but he's out of it. He doesn't want to play anymore. No,
Game over, man.
Game over, man.
coming out of the goddamn, he's coming out of goddamn nowhere. So that's that. Thalia, are you just continuing to jam out and play music?
Yeah, I guess Have I noticed the burning building by now?
Yes, the burning building is very, very obvious. Actually, give me a
Hope
perception
so.
check.
You're just drowning out the noise with me.
I would hope so, but hey, you never know.
Give me a perception check.
Absolutely. Let me look that up. All right, which of you is going to betray me next? Betrayed it did. That's a 9.
You can't tell over the sound of combat and this screaming goblin, but there's more screaming than one goblinoid can account for. Coming from the
I'm
direction
gonna
of
start
things.
to move towards the burning building.
Okay. As you get closer over the sound of the goblin, you start to hear a voice inside screaming for help.
Oh
And just
god.
standing there looking majestic.
Because you can't hear it.
Mommy, come. Can you hear that? You're fire resistance, right?
I don't hear anything.
There's someone screaming for help in presumably the burning building.
Are you sure?
No,
Well,
I'm making it up.
Well, then why would you tell it to me?
Look, can you help or not?
There is a loud, piercing scream from there. You clearly hear someone screaming for help from an upper window. Like
Uh-oh.
it's very loud now.
Doth yonder window break?
Look, wouldn't it be so majestic if you rode in on your hippogriff and saved the person in distress?
Oh, he won't fit in there. I'll have to go in without him.
Just work with me here.
So you want me to go in there?
I want you to do what you can to help because I'm kind of not suited for this. Yeah, I got nothing. And I will
I'll go
give
I'll
him
go in.
bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Plus 1d8. And then we are back at the top of the order with Lythar.
Also, did you give me Bard Inspiration before?
I did.
I haven't used it yet. All right. How far am I from the chieftain? Like 15 feet
You are
or 20?
you can get there this turn. You and Cora can get there this turn.
Okay. Can I stay 20 feet away from him?
Yep.
Okay. Gonna take a shot at him.
He's not prone.
Yes.
But I hope you hit.
I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Oh God.
It's okay. They're tanky, right?
And it is a where the fuck is it? 11.
Shoots
That is
running in the foot.
18.
18th that'll
Throw a
hit.
cup at me.
Oh, and that's an 8 plus 6. So
Okay.
14 damage.
Okay.
Okay, I always wait to hear how do you want to do this? So I want to make sure that he's still alive. Okay. Now, the day I've been waiting for months. Cora, I'm going to command her to go bite this fucking dude so hard. Do I have to like verbally say like Cora bite, or can I just say I want to do that?
You could just like say that that's what you tell her if you're
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can get
I tell
we
her
can
to
get more
go
creative later.
lunge at him and bite him.
Okay.
So she's gonna go do that.
Mm-hmm. Give me that check
Actually,
roll.
wait, is Ronan in between us?
You will get the so Ronan and
Well-
Thrall are both in melee range of him.
Because I was gonna say, can she jump off of one of them to get higher up and bite the bugbear? Because he's a big dude, right?
The bugbear is like
I'm 7'3". I don't
He
think
is-
the
You
can
bugbear is
kneel- you
taller
can-
than me.
You can kneel down. Yeah, I don't know. He's a chieftain. I don't know.
I feel like in this instance she would get under, like she would sneak under Ronan to go get him,
All right.
like snake between his legs and go for like the throat.
Okay. So,
But you will get pack tactics, so it does get.
Oh,
advantage.
okay. So I rolled D20, and it's plus 7 to the hit.
Correct.
Okay. That's a 19 plus 7.
Okay, see if you crit. That's
Huh?
so you're gonna hit those next. Basically, just roll and see if you crit becomes the question
Oh, right. I get to roll again because of the pass
because of
bonus.
advantage.
That's an 11. So
Okay, so you hit, which is fine.
And then 2d4.
2d4 plus 5.
plus 5.
What
The
was
train will visit.
Hits the bugbear.
So that's a 4. That's another 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus 5. So
13.
13.
Okay. What was the? Yeah, so 13. So like basically like this glowing silver bolt from a crossbow. Cora just bolts in, snakes between Zerona's legs, and reaches up and bites onto the arm that's trying to grab the hook out from his armor. And this bugbear is, dude, all of a sudden there's a wolf here that wasn't there a second ago. He's not happy about it. And you see Cora bite down and just twist. But he's actually able to brace himself and resist and just stay on his feet. And he actually he pulls his arm up so he is nose to nose with Cora and starts growling back at her.
Somebody do something fast. So he has to pass a 11 check, right? A
Yep,
strength?
he
Okay.
did. He
Yeah.
crit actually.
That's not too high, damn. Or that's not too
Or
high.
it's a 14 because we're adding your
Or
proficiency.
yeah.
Because we're
Somebody
trying to
do something fast. I don't want her to get hurt.
Chieftain's up. He's going to attempt to break.
Bonker.
He's
Bonker
trying
on the head.
to break out of this grapple that everyone's got him in.
Oh, thank God. So she's just hanging off of him still?
Like once he starts growling back, like she lets go and she kind of like
Okay, I was saying,
backs up a
she's just
little.
like-
She's got a little bit of space. Chris, can I get a strength check to resist him busting out of his grapple?
Well, that is a 15, but I have advantage because I'm raging. And that is still a 15. Because I rolled a 2 the second time.
So that's what, a 20 total?
No, the 15 was total.
15
It was a
total.
10 plus 5.
So he gets his hand under the hook and just like he pulls his hand back and twists it, pops out from under this hook. And he looks at the 3 people that have him surrounded. He drops the hook, drops the dagger, just like stands there with his head down and does nothing.
I snap his neck. No.
From 60 feet away, gunshot. It is actually Thrall's turn. He is currently unarmed. He's dropped his weapons and he's standing there with his head down in front of you.
He gives him his omelet.
Girl doesn't have an omelet.
I know.
You hear something in the back of your head.
My mic's been muted. That's good.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you were pausing for dramatic effect.
No.
Okay. What are you doing?
So he's unarmed, right?
Yep.
Can I threaten him with my sword and be like, why are you stopping? Kind of take my sword and just kind of put it up to his neck.
Put it up to him. Give me a wisdom save real quick.
That is a 13.
Okay. When you're bringing the blade closer, as you bring the blade and kind of rest it there, you're for a split second, there's an urge to just continue the swing and just take the head. there's a memory of this bugbear fighting you in the woods and you being so badly wounded from your previous fight. And there's an urge to finish it.
Is he close to death? Is
Who?
that the bugbear?
He's thrown down his weapons. He's surrounded. And the bugbear looks up, and when you ask him the question, it looks up and just kind of snarls. It just snarls something in Goblin and puts his head back down.
Well, I didn't understand what you were saying, so I'm gonna ask you again. Why did you give up?
He picks up his head, looks up, and goes, "Because I've already beaten you once. That's good enough for me and my ancestors."
Chop his fucking head off.
You know what? I'm not gonna
Feel
chop his head off
Anger.
because that's what he wants.
That's what I want. I
Yeah,
want this
but-
fucker to die.
All right. I'd love to stick around, but I'm falling asleep.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Or
will
actually,
catch
do we
You
want to?
have that as
Yeah, I
dramatic
was gonna say,
pause.
we'll have that there. We'll have that ending moment with like the sword against his neck.
That's a
Unless
cliffhanger.
Thrall wants to.
No, I
Close
don't.
up his-
I'm not. I don't want to chop his head off. Nope.
Okay. So you're gonna step back and put the. You're just gonna pull the sword away, or how do you want to?
No, if we're gonna end it, I'm gonna leave the sword on his
Okay,
neck.
we'll leave the
but-
sword on his neck, but just like waiting. Okay.
Fuck.
It's like
Pulls an
Skyrim. It's
arrow,
like
shoots him in
Skyrim
the
now.
head.
All he needs is a dragon to come save him from execution. Beginning of Skyrim.
Don't.
Oh yeah!
Except instead of a dragon, it's Thomas the Tank Engine. Alright. Well, thanks y'all. We'll wrap it up there. Thanks y'all for playing. I wasn't expecting combat to happen, and then it did. So here we are.
Yay.
All right,
So-
I'll catch y'all later.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
Thanks
man.
y'all for playing. See y'all next week.